Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming away with another low-key broadcast. Tonight is our last stream of the year, and the GWA is presenting Christmas Carnage, featuring a star-studded cage match main event and the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us. We hope the day finds you well. Alright, this is going to take a little longer to set up than it normally does. First off, I think I need to unmute Fire Bro, there we go. Pardon me, I had it muted there in my main mix as I was taking part in a little Have Yourself a Gnarly Little Christmas. What's going on, Ooh? Nice to see you, by the way. Okay, let's get to... Actually, before I get to the GWA stream, I have a lot of stuff planned today. Here we go. Let's go to the GWA news desk, because tonight we are presenting the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament, as you heard in the opening. Now this is going to be a 12-team tag team tournament, one night only. Just straight tag team matches, nothing fancy in terms of like death matches or anything like that. Each team is representing a different month and a holiday within that month, and we're going to be revealing the teams as I seed the tournament live, because it is a 12-team tournament, but it's a 16-team bracket. So I have a random number generator here. Check this out. Hiya! We have a random number generator all set up between 1 and 12, and the first 4 teams that we select are going to be given a first round bye. Let me get back to the news center here. Are going to be giving a first round bye, and then the remaining 8 teams will be seeded into the first round, and then we'll progress on through the tournament. Okay. And we also have, in addition to the tournament, we'll be featuring some GWA action proper, as we're going to be having ourselves a #1 contender fatal 4-way match. That is an elimination 4-way match between Jushin Liger, Becky Lynch, Ray Phoenix, and Darby Allin. Like we said, the winner of that to be the #1 contender for the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. And in our main event, we're presenting some tag team action here. One second. Here we go. We are presenting in our tag team cage match main event, Santa Claus teaming up with Jesus to face the Grinch and Ebenezer Scrooge. It's going to be a pinfall-only cage match main event. There could be some weaponry involved. And hard to contain the rivalry between those 4 gentlemen. All right. Now, as we said, as we're starting things off here, we have a Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament to seed. Now, if we get over to the random number generator and I start to interact with it, we're going to go ahead and introduce the first team. Now, the first 4 teams, just a quick reminder, the first 4 teams that you're going to be introduced to are those that receive a first round bye. And as it's, we're trying to keep this as even a playing field as possible, so we're just randomly picking a number between 1 and 12. Team number 10, so receiving a first round bye, representing Halloween. Hang on, there we are. Representing Halloween in the tournament are Hallowicked and Frightmare, the Spectral Envoy. So let me go ahead and put them in the numero uno slot. Oop, gotta turn my controller back on. Alright, 1 second. Must I add them into the tournament? Come on, where'd the Xmas go? Xmas. I made a little promotion for this and everything. There we go. Alright, Hallowicked and partner Frightmare receiving the first round bye. Essentially, the people that receive the first round buys are going into the like #1, #8, #9, and #16 slots, because that sort of balances things out or works it out. All right, so back to the random number generator here. So that team is representing October and has received a first round buy. Hang on 1 second here. I also have... I'll be updating the text file on my own as we go, but I will definitely paint a full picture of the tournament spectrum before we actually get to the game itself. Okay, so random number generator, we need you once again. Any number but 10. Number 6, also receiving a first round bye. Hang on, this is a little complicated. Close that, close the interact. Also receiving a first round bye, the team representing the June holiday of Best Friends Day. That's right, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, not Tent Beretta. Trent Beretta, the Best Friends, representing Best Friends Day, which is June 8th, apparently. I did a little research before all this happened, so they'll be also getting a first round bye. Let me just add that in here. Oh, as I punch the mic stand as I so often do, and we roll right back to our random number generator. It's a little extra interact step that always tricks me up here. Okay, so any number but 10 or 6. Number 2. Oh, this is going to be interesting because representing Valentine's Day, we have Antonio Thomas and Romeo Roselli, the Heartthrobs. You may remember them for a cup of coffee that they had in the WWE in like 2004, maybe? But all right, representing Valentine's Day, Antonio and Romeo, the Heartthrobs. Essentially in the number 9 seed? Okay. I actually have to catch up on the actual... Okay, so who is left here? June? We did June, right? Yeah, so Chuck Taylor and Trent. Hang on. Let me get them set up. Chuck Taylor and Trent. And then in the number 9 seed, we had Antonio and Romeo. Boink. And Romeo. All right, and now the last first round bye is going to be awarded to, and again, these are all completely random. Awarded to, nope, can't be number 10. We've done that already. Ooh, the tension mounts. Generate again, please. Oh! Let's just advance a month then. No problem. And the 11th, so that's the November holiday, and the November holiday we are representing this year is Veterans Day, as demonstrated by the tag team chosen to represent Veterans Day, Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura. Both of them have a military background before they went into pro wrestling. There we go. So the final first round bye going to Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura representing Veterans Day in November. All right. Now, the next four pairs of teams, or 8 teams total. So like the next 2 teams I announce are going to face each other in the first round, and so on and so forth, until we run out of the first round, and then we'll take a look at the whole bracket. That's sort of the plan. Doing this on the fly, just kind of like whip this up this afternoon, if I'm being perfectly honest. So let's get back to our random number generator. Heading on back to the interact mode. Generate, please. That's not... I'm going to hit this again because that's just going up by 1. I don't feel like that's random at all. Okay, there. All right. So we just omitted that number 12 to start with, and the pick here that we're recognizing is pick number 4. I don't know, maybe it just got jammed or something. That's my estimation. So coming up into our... now we're going to see some action in the first round between these teams. Hang on one second. As I can tell you that the team representing April is representing Earth Day, and what better way to represent Earth Day than with earthquake and typhoon, the natural disasters. Will be in first round action, and they will be taking on Boink, as the random number generator states. Boink. Oh, the team representing January. Now, I looked this up afterwards, and I'm not exactly on the level here in terms of this representation, but bear with me, as this is sort of meant to represent like a new year, obviously, and at times in also the Chinese zodiac, the additional like Chinese New Year also occurs in January. I looked it up, and in 2022, unfortunately, it's February 1st, but in the spirit of this representing the January holiday of like a new year, new beginning, and if you'll allow me a little creative license to represent the Chinese zodiac year of the tiger, then the January representatives are Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh, who now have their work cut out for them, as we now know they will be the first round opponents for the natural disasters. That'll be a good first round matchup. All right, back to the random number generator here as we're going to fill out the rest of the bracket. And don't worry, as I said, once we've introduced all the teams, we're going to take a look at the whole tournament laid out, and we're going to see who gets the first round buys and who, in fact, is going to be facing off against each other. And then we're going to run the thing. So won't that be fun? Okay, so hang on. Let me once again get caught up in the game. Let me vamp for a little bit. Who got the last first round buy? Oh, it was the the veteran team of Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura. So Sergeant Slaughter, I think I had you in that. And Jesse Ventura in your default. There we go. Okay, so that's the first round buys are taken care of. So let's take a look at what amount to entries 3 and 4, which we've already discovered were the natural disasters. Okay. All right, we're doing it. Getting faster at it. Luckily, I organized them all calendar-wise in the little promotion that I made, so it's easy to go like, okay, so if I see this person, this means I need to go one up or one down, and we're all set. I think Tiger Alley Singh and Tiger Mask here. Dunzo. Okay, so now the technical entries of 5 and 6 that turn out to be the second half, or the closing half of the first round. Never mind, you'll see it all. It'll all make sense when we're done here. Nope, got 10 already. 2 we've already been shown 2. 10, yep. 1 we've got. 2 we've got. 5 finally. Okay. So that is May's holiday. May 3rd happens to be National Teachers Day. And representing National Teachers Day, please welcome the tag team of Dean Douglas and Matt Stryker. We'll be facing off against the team to be drawn next. Okay. Dean Douglas, Matt Stryker representing National Teachers Day and the month of May. Boink, back to this random number generator. Number 3. And they'll be taking on the March opponents of... Hang on one second here. Representing St. Patrick's Day, we have the very popular real-life Irish tag team. Oh, hang on, there we go. Of Bonesaw and Damian Corvin, collectively known as the Kings of the North. Very popular and potent tag team in the Irish independent wrestling scene. Coming in to represent St. Paddy's Day here. The Kings of the North. I must admit I'm not familiar with their work, but I'm looking forward to seeing them in action against the teacher squad of Dean Douglas and Matt Stryker in the first round. All right, so we have 4 more teams remaining to seed. Obviously, we don't need to pick the last one once we get the bottom 3 here. Well, not bottom 3, it's just in terms of the tournament bracket, they happen to be on the bottom of the picture. Not that they're the worst teams among them. Nope, did number 2. Have we seen number 8 yet? We have not, as far as I can tell. No, we have not. All right, so the next team to be selected. I had to do a little research to fill out some of these holidays, 1 per month. August 19th, if you weren't aware of it, is World Photo Day. And with that in mind, the team representing that August holiday, Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury, it's Eminem. So we'll have Eminem. As we're filling out this bracket. Eminem coming in. Randomly generate. Nope, we've seen that. 7. Yeah, we haven't seen 7 yet. So it's like 7v8. And what an interesting matchup this is going to be in the first round. As we usually do for the month of July, we are representing Independence Day. And I thought, what 2 better representations of American males, 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 American males. That's right. Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Scotty Riggs, the American males representing Independence Day, will now face Eminem in the first round of the tournament. And that means we only have 2 teams left. Which means that we know exactly where they're going to be slotted. So hang on one second. I will just go ahead and add them to the tournament bracket. Again, I need to finish making this whole thing in-game. But as things stand now, I think I have it all set up in my text file. So that is going to be one of our... I'm going to put it over to the screen just because it wouldn't really matter like either or, where there's only 2 numbers we need to see yet. We haven't seen the number 9 or the number 12. So the September representatives and the December representatives. And of course, they're going to be matched up against each other. It doesn't really matter what corner of the ring they're in. So first off, we're going to talk about the September representatives representing... Oh, I can actually go to this screen. Representing Labor Day, we have Chris Canyon and Mark Starr the Men at Work, a short-lived WCW jobber tag team representing Labor Day this year. And unfortunately for them, they are facing, representing December's Christmas, the Christmas Creature and Santa Claus. All right, so now that I have that all filled out, let me... does this have the notepad thing on it? No. Let me get to... Boink. Hang on. All right, let me get to this screen. This will go down to the GWA screen itself. Let me get notepad up here so we can... There, you can take a look. That is going to be what the bracket is going to look like once I'm done filling it out. So as you can see, just so I'm not getting in the way of anything, there you can see the number 1 seeds there. You notice the numbering goes up to 16. That represents the what would be a 1 to 16 tournament slot, but we only have 12. So you can see the ones that are tabbed over obviously get the first round bye. So you see that the October Halloween representatives, Hallowick and Frightmare, and then going down to the June representatives of Chuck, Taylor, and Trent for Best Friends Day, the Valentine's Day representatives of Antonio and Romeo, the Heartthrobs, and the Veterans Day representatives of Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura will be getting those first round byes. So in the first round, we're going to see, representing Earth Day, the natural disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, against representing, New Year in general and the Chinese Year of the Tiger coming up in 2022, Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh. Also in first round matchup action, we're going to see Dean Douglas and Matt Stryker, representing May's National Teachers Day, taking on St. Patrick's Day representatives, the Kings of the North, a popular Irish tag team of Bonesaw and Damian Corvin. Certainly have scary names. And as you can see in the bottom half of the bracket here in the first round, we're going to see Johnny Nitro, Joey Mercury, Eminem, representing August's World Photo Day against the Independence Day representatives, Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Scotty Riggs, the American Males. And in our final first round piece of action, we have Chris Canyon and Mark Starr representing Labor Day. They are the Men at Work, and they have their work cut out for them as they're taking on the Christmas representatives, the Christmas Creature, and Santa Claus's evil brother, Santa Claus, which I realize now I'm misspelling inside this text file. There we go. That should have live updated, really. Yeah, there we go. So that is going to be what the first round looks like. I'm going to leave that text file on the screen while I actually build that behind it, and then we're going to get this tournament underway. All right, and let me just quickly remind you that we have a couple of other matches in addition to this single elimination one-night tag team tournament. We're also going to see, as we mentioned earlier, this four-way elimination matchup between Jushin Liger, Becky Lynch, Ray Phoenix, and Darby Allin. The winner to be deemed the #1 contender to the GWA Jr Heavyweight Championship. And if you'll bear with me for 1 sec. Oh, we're going to have to go fancily to here. And if you'll bear with me here, we can go ahead and show you what our main event looks like, as we are going to see a cage match pitting Santa and Jesus against the Grinch and Scrooge. Okay, it's going to be another long transition back to our GWA screen. So I'm just going to pop back over to... I'm going to go back... I'm going to be bopping back and forth here as I fill out this tournament bracket behind a text representation of what the tournament bracket should look like. So I've done Earthquake Tiger Mask. I need to do... Okay, Dean Douglas and friend, Matt Stryker. All right, let's rep the teachers. Looking good. 1 second, I need the different costume here. There we go. And they are taking on unfamiliar, not intimately familiar with this Irish team, but looking forward to seeing them in action. There we go. Okay, 8, 9, and then we do the middle part here, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 11, 12 is Eminem. Camera on. Now, how do I want these guys dressed? Sure, the fuzzier the better. And Mercury. Okay. Eminem versus... Oh, the American Males. What a matchup we've landed in the first round. What a treat. Okay, you definitely, if you have the option to wrestle with suspenders on, I'm sorry guys, but you're wrestling in suspenders. You've done that to yourselves. And then in our final first round matchup, we have these poor suckers. I mean, we have the Men at Work, Chris Canyon. I'm going to make them wrestle in the vests. Not the helmets, but they're wrestling in the vests for sure. And Mark Starr, Men at Work. These are just straight up tag team matches, by the way. Nothing fancy about them. Pinfall or submission, 3 count, no time limit. GWA rules. There are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor, but anything goes out there. 5 count once you're in the ring. Okay, and Chris McCreature and Santa Claus. All right. I can hide this notepad. I can hide my big dumb face. Oh yeah! And we can get down to the ring soon. Entry finished. I've already taken care, as you can see here, we're going to be having a special guest referee. Mankind is going to be with us for the duration of the evening today. And we are all done with the entries here. I just want to make sure that everyone... Okay, the number 1 slot doesn't have an opponent. The number 8 slot doesn't have an opponent. The number 9 slot doesn't have an opponent. And 16 doesn't have an opponent. We're all good. Reppin' the tourney. Okay. Let's just save that. Save that tournament progress. And get underway with some first round action. We have the natural disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, representing Earth Day, going up against Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh. Oh, a quick reminder, we're in an open air stadium today, so it's going to be snowing for the duration of the broadcast. It's been snowing on stream all week, when you know it. Referee here, Mankind signals for the bell, and we are underway. Earthquake in there starting things off against Tiger Ali Singh. Some first round action. All of the teams involved in the first round have the longest path to victory. They have an extra match they must contend with. 4 matches in a single evening if they want to claim the title of the true holiday heroes, as the Earthquake and Typhoon are representing Earth Day, and the Year of the Tiger, being 2022, being represented by Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh here. A fight up and down the calendar today, in addition to some exciting GWA-related action, and that big cage match main event, Santa and Jesus against the Grinch and Ebenezer Scrooge. Happy to have you with us, as always, as we see Tiger Mask in there with Typhoon. Both competitors, I don't know if they've faced one another. This is the original Tiger Mask there, Satoru Siyama. The OG Tiger Mask, if you would want to call it that. I figured any of the others might be a little obvious, especially Tiger Mask 2. They wouldn't necessarily wrestle like a Tiger Mask so much as it would be Mitsuharu Misawa wearing a Tiger Mask, so thought we'd go with the one that originated the gimmick. Quickly tagging out to Tiger Ali Singh, last seen probably on a Sunday Night Heat episode or some such, or maybe at that Royal Rumble where he failed to get Lowdown involved. A can't-miss prospect that completely missed in the WWF in the late 90s. The chance to redeem himself here if he and Tiger Mask can go the distance, surviving 4 rounds of tag team warfare. Claim that holiday hero crown as their own. Quick tags between the 2 Tigers. Don't want to be in the ring opposite one of these natural disasters for too long. They can and will take it out of you. Big slam there by Earthquake. Last seen in a GWA ring during the A1 Climax last Canada Day. Scored perhaps the most significant win of the tournament in that final round upset of Kevin Owens, keeping Kevin Owens out of the tournament final. Here with his regular tag team partner Typhoon, looking to switch gears. Take it all the way through to the finals. Hang on. Oh, assisted powerbomb by the Disasters to Tiger Mask. Tiger Mask quickly finds himself in a situation where he can get out of the ring and tag out to Singh to try to get freshened up at least. Catches wind on the apron if nothing else. Now Singh trying to slow things down with a camel clutch. Typhoon quickly escapes here. Story of the match so far has been the Disasters slowly overpowering. They like to dictate the pace, and it is not a quick one. And as you can see, Tiger Ali Singh and Tiger Mask trying to do everything they can whether it's ground-based wrestling or straight-up cheating by poking a fool in the eyes to try to slow these big men down even further and get them out of their rhythm and off their game. Try to absorb a minimum amount of punishment are the Tigers, and in amongst two of the most powerful contenders here in this Holiday Heroes tournament. Oh, what a matchup it might be if the Christmas Creature and Santa Claus get all the way through to the finals against the Natural Disasters. There's going to be a lot of beef in the ring for that one. These are all, by the way, all of the combatants in today's Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament are all real-life wrestling gimmicks that existed at one point or another. These are all real-world wrestlers representing various holidays, as well as, of course, the real-world members of the GWA roster. Only in our very special holiday main event are we completely abandoning reality and presenting 4 fantasy characters. So anything could and might happen in that cage match. Tiger Mask with some impressive strength there, getting those suplexes on the much larger Tenta. Oh, thought he may have been going driver, went Tiger Suplex instead. Hang on! Tiger Suplex! A Typhoon able to kick the leg out. That could have done it. Tiger Mask. Nicely done. We're going to put Earthquake down and out. Got the big man rocking and reeling here, but able to escape to his corner, and in comes Typhoon. Tiger Mask still feeling himself. Trying to keep that offense rolling. Nice enziguri to Typhoon, but Typhoon absorbs it. Drops Tiger Mask with that clothesline. Now trying to prevent Tiger Mask from making a tag. Tiger Mask with that nice snap suplex variation he's got going. Able to find his way to his corner and get Tiger Ali Singh tagged in fresh. Nice counter there by Typhoon. Typhoon looking at that big splash off the top. Earthquake looking for the Earthquake splash in his own right. 2 big men that know how to use their size to their advantage are the Natural Disasters here. See how they lure Tiger Ali Singh into their corner. The green corner for the purposes of Christmas Carnage. Ali missing wildly with a couple of clotheslines, able to score with a couple of fists in a headlock position. 2 men jockeying for position here. Surprising agility on the big boot out of Typhoon. Gets a quick tag out to Earthquake. Another assisted powerbomb coming up. Tiger Ali Singh planted. Nice belly to belly by Earthquake. Oh, into a bear hug. Excellently done there, but you see Tiger Mask able to scurry his way across the ring and kick that leg out. Get Tiger Ali Singh out of that predicament. That could have been the matchup. First round action here. Winner, as I check my notes. Winner to go on to face Hollowicked and Frightmare, the spectral envoy representing Halloween that were granted a first round bye by virtue of the random number generator. Typhoon now in there with Tiger Mask. Both these teams worn down as we approach 20 minutes. Big body slam there by Typhoon. Gonna have to get Tiger Mask to the other half of the ring here for any serious pin attempt. Hang on. Oh, he's going for the big splash. Tiger Mask quickly back to their feet to try to prevent it. Able to reverse Typhoon into the corner. Setting him up on the turnbuckles now. Big superplex to Typhoon from Tiger Mask. Typhoon fights his way back to his feet, but he's dazed. Tiger Mask able to evade him. Get back to his corner. Hang on. Double suplex sending Typhoon to the floor. No countouts or disqualifications on the floor. GWA rules here in tonight's Christmas Carnage event. I believe Tiger Ali Singh and Typhoon are the 2 legal fighters here. As we pass the 20-minute mark now, Earthquake being thrown via suplex to the floor. Tiger Ali Singh electing to wait in the ring while both Natural Disasters have the opportunity to attack his partner, Tiger Mask. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this strategy, but hang on. He's lured Typhoon back into the ring, and this thing should settle down. Unless, of course, Typhoon throws Tiger Ali Singh out of the ring. Oh, dang. Gets caught by Tiger Mask once again. Tiger Mask in legally once more. I gotta tell you, Tiger Ali Singh didn't really do much with that. That whole session of being the legal fighter. He essentially waited in the ring, waited for Tiger Mask to do something to his opponent, and then tagged him back in. Listen, that's just an observation from way down here. I don't know how things feel on the apron or in that ring right now. Hang on! What a backdrop suplex by Big Earthquake. And then a thunderous clothesline. This could be it! Earthquake splash to Tiger Mask! But Tiger Ali Singh breaks it up. A reminder, this is just the first round of 4. Nice neck breaker by the big man. Short arm clothesline by Quake. You can see the longer this match goes, the slower it's going to get on the side of the natural disasters. The Tigers here trying to drag things out as we're already approaching 25 minutes in this tag match. This is only the first round contest. Both teams giving it all they have for the privilege of facing the Spectral Envoy, Hollow Wicked and Frightmare at the start of the second round. Which team will go on to face the representatives of Halloween? They have yet to determine. Big splash by Typhoon. Tiger Mask took a little while to get into the ring there, but still breaks it up at 2. Thought about it for a second. Maybe an audible sigh before he steps through the ropes like, ugh, I gotta save this guy again. Even though it might have been the first time. Tiger suplex to Typhoon. But Typhoon's feet went back and touched the ropes, thereby nullifying that pin attempt. Earthquake doing everything he can to try to give Typhoon an opportunity to tag him in legally here and get some rest. Manages to do so. Big double clothesline by the Natural Disasters to Tiger Mask. Who goes up top. Diving headbutt to the back of the head of Earthquake by Tiger Mask. Earthquake trying to slow things down. Grabs a headlock. Tiger Mask just too fast for him with those kicks. Up top once again. Another diving headbutt. This time missed. Earthquake trying to slow Tiger Mask down, get him down to the mat. Surprised he hasn't gone for another bear hug, has Earthquake. As you can see, even delivering a suplex takes more out of the big man than it does Tiger Mask. Short arm clothesline. I don't think Earthquake has it in him to run off the ropes again, unless he's sent there. Oh, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Tiger Mask. Surprises Earthquake. Now he's the victim of a double suplex, sending him to the floor. Tiger Ali Singh and Earthquake, the legal fighters. That's not the story here. Tiger Ali Singh and Typhoon in the ring. Earthquake and Tiger Mask outside the ring. This is broken down to a pair of singles matches as we're cresting half an hour in your opening contest in the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament. As the GWA is pleased to be bringing you Christmas Carnage this evening. A special one-night tournament, as well as some other goodies. My word. No DQ or count out. Oh, a huge powerbomb to Typhoon and a Tiger suplex to Earthquake. The Tiger's looking great here as Earthquake eats a tombstone from Tiger Mask. Tiger Ali Singh going up top. Drops the big knee across the chest. Dragging Earthquake away from the ropes. Elects not to go for the cover. Both teams tagging up. Tiger Mask and Typhoon now, the legal fighters. Tiger Mask able to fend off a double team powerbomb attempt. Typhoon trying to get a little time and space to catch his breath by throwing Tiger Mask to the floor. Doesn't work out so smooth. Huge powerbomb by Tiger Ali Singh in the ring. Earthquake on the floor meanwhile, whipping Tiger Mask into the ropes. Big belly to belly on the floor. Tiger Mask has got to get back inside the ring. The only place to settle the score, so to speak, by pinfall or submission is inside the ropes. Oh, big bear hug on the floor to Tiger Mask. Typhoon looking to set up Tiger Ali Singh in the meantime. Got him tied to the tree. Whoa. Delayed suplex to Tiger Mask, who is the legal fighter after all. Luring Tiger Mask back into their side of the ring are the Natural Disasters. Earthquake tagged in, but Tiger Mask doing great for himself here. Looking to finish the big man off. Nope. Elects instead to tag out Tiger Ali Singh for another double suplex, sending the big man to the floor. Oh my. Oh! A big earthquake splash on the floor. And another vicious powerbomb to Typhoon, who's eaten a handful of those so far. Giant power slam, earthquake special. That is definitely a John Tenta power slam. And Tiger Mask responds with a tombstone. Things breaking down in a big bad way here. Reminder, this is only the opening contest in the first round. Just how much it means to both of these teams. Be crowned the inaugural holiday heroes here at this Christmas Carnage event. And we've got to get Earthquake, I believe, back in the ring here before this thing can legally end, before there's an official victor or a loser. Hang on, huge powerbomb coming up to Earthquake from Tiger Ali Singh, folds him over, 2, and no, Earthquake kicks out. I thought that was going to do it. Typhoon had a long way to go to help him out. Didn't even make it there. Earthquake kicking out under his own power, but just barely. Just like Tiger Ali Singh barely getting the better of Earthquake in that strike exchange. Both teams now once again trying to freshen up, if such a thing can be true at the 40-minute mark. Big clothesline from Typhoon. You see Tiger Mask clutching his neck already. And again, it's only the first match of a potential 4 for both of these teams. Tiger suplex on Typhoon. Earthquake's there to kick the leg out almost immediately. Just a 1 count. Big belly to belly there. Typhoon going back to work. Sends Tiger Mask into the corner. Now just bouncing his head off the turnbuckle. As we said, crest towards 14 minutes gone in this your opening tag team contest of a long tag team tournament. Big slam there by Typhoon. Trying to get Tiger Mask set up for a big splash of some sort. Tiger Mask too wily, too creative. Able to keep the big man at bay as best he can. Back and forth they go. Tiger Mask with the enziguri settling that argument for the moment, but both men are down. Both men retreat to their opposite corners. Earthquake and Tiger Ali Singh, the legal fighters. 40 minutes plus in this one. Nice suplex by Earthquake. Oh, nice backdrop by the big man, the former sumo champion of Japan. Nice bulldog. Both of these gentlemen in the ring, I believe, Canadian. Tiger Ali Singh and certainly John Tenta. Oh, elevated impaler style DDT from Tiger Ali Singh, but wrong part of town. As Typhoon's able to save the matchup for his partner. Natural Disasters and the Tigers fighting on here. Earthquake looking for another big suplex, gets bulldog, but rolls right back through it and onto his feet. Does the big man, drops a big elbow. Having a bit of a tantrum, but that allows Tiger Ali Singh to get back into the ring. Or excuse me, to get across the ring. And tag Tiger Mask back into the ring. Earthquake back to his corner. In comes Typhoon once again. Assisted powerbomb, center of the ring. Spike in Tiger Mask, but elects again not to go for the cover. Tiger Mask off the ropes. Nice drop kick to the shoulder blades of Typhoon. Send off the ropes. Big power slam. Lets him go, though. Could have held for a 3 count. Sends him off a second time. Oh, ducks the clothesline, does Tiger Mask. Doesn't duck that clubber and blow. Sent off a 3rd time. Huge power slam once again. Bert, thank you very much for the subscription, buddy. Hang on 1 second. Let me pop on screen. Thank you so kindly for your continued support of the Silent G unit. Hope you're having a good night, Pally. As we see, the Tigers refreshing the fresh man once again. Tiger Ali Singh in there with Typhoon. Natural Disasters taking on the Tigers here. In the first round of the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament. The Natural Disasters representing Earth Day. Hang on, huge power bomb to Typhoon. Earthquake's got a long way to go, and he doesn't make it. Your winners representing the New Year / the Chinese Zodiac 2022 Year of the Tiger. Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh scoring a huge upset against the regular team. Oops. Of Earthquake and Typhoon, the Natural Disasters. I mean, heck of a match to open things up. As now the Tigers are going to go on to face Hallowicked and Frightmare in the first round, or in the second round. My word. And that was just the first match. Let's go ahead and save. We're going to save after every one here. The Dorito Master. This is Fire Pro Wrestling World. This is a long-running franchise that I think got it started on either the Game Boy or perhaps the Nintendo. Certainly the Super Nintendo had a variety of them. And they've at least released one game per most consoles, per console generation, at least until about the PS3 era. Then it disappeared around 2005. And then there was a revival in 2017 with a game that they started developing on Steam, which is the version I'm playing. It was also released for PS4. So it is a more simulation, or more, I don't want to say realistic, because we are dealing with pro wrestling after all. It is a more sim sort of style of presentation and gameplay. You can absolutely play any of the characters. I have elected just to watch and comment on them for now, but you can have up to, I think, 8 people at once playing this sucker. And if you happen to have it on Steam, here's a little pro tip. In the game itself, it has online play for singles or tag team matches built into the game. But if you and your buddies happen to have copies of Fire Pro Wrestling World on Steam, and you would rather do remote play, all 8 people in any combination of singles, tags, trios, or quad squads can get in there and get to it. All right, speaking of getting to it, our next first round matchup features the National Teachers Day representatives. That National Teachers Day is in May. So the May representatives of Dean Douglas and Matt Stryker, as we said, repping National Teachers Day, against the St. Patrick's Day representatives, Bonesaw and Damien Corvin, the Kings of the North, a current popular tag team up in the Irish Independents. So let's go ahead and take a look at May versus March, National Teachers Day versus St. Patrick's Day. Dean Douglas and Matt Stryker versus the Kings of the North, Bonesaw and Damien Corvin. Let me get my big fat head out of the way. Hoo-yah! Special guest referee Mankind calling for the bell here, and we are underway. Dean Douglas in the blue singlet in there against Bonesaw in the red trunks and gloves. I admitted during the setup of this tournament, not intimately familiar with the works of a Bonesaw or a Damien Corvin, but very much looking forward to seeing how they represent themselves and their calendar holiday. Quick reminder, this started as a 12-team tournament, 1 team per calendar month, and representing a holiday within it. We randomly assigned the brackets. The first 4 teams chosen were given a first round bye, and the remaining 8 teams were paired up for the first round action. And that's where things stand now. The winning team here is going to be facing representing Best Friends Day, which is June 8th. Wouldn't you know it, that Chuck Taylor and Trent, the best friends themselves, are here and received a first round bye. So the winner of this one is going on to the second round to face the Best Friends, representing June 8th's Best Friends Day. Things quickly spilling out to the floor here as we now see Damien Corvin and Matt Stryker involved, but their respective partners electing to remain on the apron, trying to keep this thing as civil and as straightforward a tag team contest, at least in the early going, as possible. Quick tag there by the Kings of the North, though, trying to surprise Matt Stryker by getting Bonesaw back in the ring. Almost worked, but the former school teacher, a little too savvy for that maneuver. Nice dropkick there to the chest of Bonesaw. Stryker seen enough, and back in comes Dean Douglas. Someone consider him a franchise player. Nice turning belly to belly there. Oh, Dorito Master, thank you very much for the follow as well. Appreciate that. Goodness gracious me, let me get on cam. I just want to throw this out there. Dorito Master, I think you were just my 200th follow, so thank you very much. I very much appreciate that. I don't know how much Dean Douglas is appreciating this tag team clinic by the Kings of the North so far. Look at them isolating Dean in the corner. They're getting him outside, where, as we told you, no countouts or DQs, anything goes. Nice spinning slam there on the floor by Bonesaw. But you saw him grab that sledgehammer with ill intent. Matt Striker, Damian Corbin keeping each other occupied inside the ring. Nice kneeling thrust kick there by Corbin. Bonesaw's catching his breath, but as soon as he's ready, he accepts the tag. Likewise, Striker tagged in legally. We're the teachers team. Kings of the North against the two teachers. Nice counter wrestling there by Striker to land that drop kick. The smallest of the four competitors, at least in this contest. Gonna have to rely on his speed, his agility, and his counter wrestling, I would think. Over these slightly larger, probably more powerful opponents. As you can see, quick tags in and out throughout the duration of this thing by the Kings of the North. As Bonesaw is watching the back of Damian Corbin as he goes to work here on the floor on Matt Striker, you can see he's keeping an eye on the action, but in his periphery, you rest assured he is very much keeping an eye on where Dean Douglas is, who's still staying on the apron here. As we approach the 10-minute mark, this is kind of what happens sometimes when you team up two heels together. Dean Douglas electing, or thinking that the wisest course of action, at least for the moment, trying to sneak up and gets a nice sneak attack in on Bonesaw. Just trying to pick a shot there was Dean Douglas. Yeah, I was trying to put him over for his in-ring intelligence, but seems like Bonesaw is turning the table on him. Meanwhile, outside the ring, Damian Corbin and Matt Striker seem to be done brawling outside. Back in they go. Striker quick to tag out, likewise. Kings of the North freshen up. Bonesaw in there now against Dean Douglas. Oh my goodness me, a double knee breaker there from Bonesaw. A couple of them in a row to Dean Douglas, aka Shane. This is from his short-lived 95 WWF run. Hang on! Blue Thunder Bomb stacks him. Matt Striker able to kick the legs out. Dean escapes. Oh, another knee crusher there. This time from Damian Corbin. A lot of knee-based or knee-targeting offense there out of the Kings of the North so far. Douglas off the ropes. Hits a nice clothesline, but he's got to pose to the crowd a little bit. A little too proud of what he does in the ring there is Dean Douglas. That could cost him in the long term here. Again, both of these teams got to go the long way if they want to get to the finals and a victory in the Holiday Heroes Tournament. The first of 4 matches for both of these squads if they hope to make it all the way through. Unfortunately, not on the receiving end of one of those 4 coveted first-round buys, but giving it all they have in the first round, and certainly inspired by the action we saw in our opening contest between the Natural Disasters and the Tigers of Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh with that big upset victory. Damian Corbin here. Oh my gosh, nearly took Dean Douglas's head off and now into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, I think Matt Striker may have assisted, but Dean Douglas barely got out of that pin attempt. Striker now looking to distract Damian Corbin, but ends up with a double gutbuster there, it looked like. Meanwhile, Bonesaw keeping Dean Douglas at bay. Excellent teamwork so far out of the Kings of the North, a regular team in the Irish scene. Making their GWA debut, if you want to call it that, as this is a vaguely promoted by and thrown on by the Gnarly Wrestling Isle, our fantasy fed that we run in Fire Promoter mode. Gory Bomb by Matt Striker. Interestingly done there. Perhaps a note or two taken whilst he was behind the commentary desk on Lucha Underground. My word! Suplex into a slam there from Bonesaw. The majority of the offense of the Kings of the North looks like it legit hurts. Striker back to those drop kicks. This time, not working out so well for him. Receiving end of a series of clotheslines now. Damien Corbin looking to finish him off. Striker looking to fight his way back to his corner. Get Dean Douglas involved. Thrust kick to the side of the jaw there from Corbin, but Striker with a gory bomb. Elects not to go for a cover. Oh, trying to bully him into the green corner first. The closer you are to your teammate, the easier it is, because your opponent has to go all the way across the ring in order to try to help. Wisely done there by the teachers, trying to isolate Damien Corbin in this green corner, but Corbin, to his credit, and again, to speak on the real-life tag team, hang on, whoa, rolled through, Corbin's got a tag up, oh my gosh, the teachers score an upset win, Dean Douglas out wrestling Bonesaw, surprising him. You saw Damien Corbin had to get outside of the ring to tag up to get back into the ring in order to legally be able to attempt a breakup. But Dean Douglas with that surprise roll-up, eliminating the Kings of the North, who look to have things well in hand. Wow. 2 first-round matches, and I would say 2 upsets in a row. My word. Okay. Well, we got to roll on here. So the teachers, Dean Douglas and Matt Striker, moving on to face the best friends of Chuck, Taylor, and Trent in the second round. Now, we have some more first round. Actually, we have 2 more matches in the first round to bring you. The first of which, August 19th, is World Photo Day. And so we have representing that holiday and the month of August, Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury, Eminem. And they'll be taking on, and I don't want to scroll down because I don't want to spoil this in case you didn't quite know, that the Independence Day representatives are Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Scotty Riggs, the American Males. Dorito Master, thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Sleep well. Johnny Nitro starting things out with Marcus Alexander Bagwell, he of the black suspenders, his partner Scotty Riggs in the red corner with the white suspenders, Johnny Nitro with the yellow fur on his boots, and Joey Mercury with the brown fur on his boots. As we are underway here. Bit of a dream matchup, at least for me. This would have been a wild one to see back in the day. Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Scotty Riggs, the American Males, representing Independence Day, taking on Johnny Nitro in the ring, Joey Mercury on the apron, Eminem repping World Photo Day. Tag in there to Joey Mercury. The winning team here gets to face, representing St. Valentine's Day, Antonio Thomas and Romeo Roselli, better known for a very brief period on Monday Night Raw as the Heartthrobs. So the winning team here gets to face the Heartthrobs. Whether they want to or not, no, I'm kidding. Obviously they want to. Okay, I'll just update. Just updating my text file real quick. Point. As we now see Scotty Riggs in there with Joey Mercury. Nice head scissor takeover by Mercury. Scotty Riggs going to work on the arm there. Trying to lure Mercury back into his corner. Like we said, it behooves you to keep near your team's corner so that your partner can best defend any pin or submission attempt that you make on an opponent, as you know that their tag team partner is going to try to make their way across the ring. Oh, quick snapshot to Scotty Riggs at the 5-minute mark. But Johnny Nitro unable to go for a cover. Riggs immediately recognizing the danger he's in and getting Marcus Alexander Bagwell tagged back in. That could have done it had Johnny Nitro been able to go for a pin there. As you can see, Scotty Riggs suck and win on the apron. Bagwell in now. Try to pull the American Males even against Eminem in this contest. Gee, I don't know this period of Bagwell. I don't know if he had the blockbuster yet. I'm trying to remember what his Marcus Alexander Bagwell finish was when he was like Team the Scorpio and whatever. Might have still been the blockbuster for all I know. Scotty Riggs could not tell you what's up his sleeve in terms of a finisher, single or tag team. Hang on, pin attempt here by Bagwell. 2 count. Just a 2. Joey Mercury fairly confident on Johnny Nitro's abilities to kick out of that, remaining on the apron. In comes Scotty Riggs, but that allows Joey Mercury to be tagged in as well. Riggs and Mercury tete-a-tete. As Bagwell and Nitro recover on the apron. American Males versus Eminem. Independence Day versus World Photo Day, respectively. The winner going on to face the Valentine's Day representatives of Antonio and Romeo, the Heartthrobs, in second round action of the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament. And a reminder that after the second round of this tournament, we're going to be taking a break from tournament action to be presenting the four-way elimination match, the winner of which is going to be the #1 contender to the GWA Jr Heavyweight Championship. Oh my gosh, as Scotty Riggs there is just drop kicked through the ropes to the floor by Joey Mercury. Thankfully, he seems to be okay and is quick to return. We have sorry, I'm trying to promote this future matchup. Rocker dropper. Almost puts Joey Mercury away. I'm assuming that's got to be one of his more potent maneuvers. To Scotty Riggs as he went for the pin right away. Quick tag out to Bagwell. A fatal four-way, elimination match after the second round of the tournament. That pits Jushin Liger. Another snapshot there to Bagwell. And again elects not to go for the cover. Trying to get this match plug out. Jushin Liger, Becky Lynch, Ray Phoenix, Darby Allin, four-way elimination match. The winner to be crowned #1 contender to the GWA Jr Championship. And that is not all. After that match, we're going to be presenting the semifinals and finals of this very Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament. And then after the tournament ends, our big main event, we have a cage match, tag team match, Santa Claus and Jesus teaming up to take on the Grinch and Ebenezer Scrooge in a battle for Christmas. A third snapshot, just doling them out like candy, our Eminem in this one. Bagwell somehow managing to survive here. Whips him into the American Male's corner. Sets him up in the Tree of Woe. Quick tag out to Scotty Riggs. A couple of well-placed boots to Mercury, who snaps Scotty Riggs down with a double arm DDT. Quick 1 count on the man. Eminem looking to wrap things up well under the 20-minute mark, it seems. Scotty Riggs missing wildly with a diving clothesline. 2 men center of the ring, slugging it out. Big drop kick from Mercury and a big drop kick from Riggs in response. Tilts things in the American Male's favor, at least for now. Riggs out of the corner, signals to the crowd that this is it. Mercury able to fight his way free. Off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle. Allows Mercury to tag out to Nitro. Nice snap suplex. Thought they were going snapshot. Nitro now able to drag Riggs all the way back into the Eminem corner. Oh, but Riggs, to his credit, able to escape that predicament. And in comes Marcus Alexander Bagwell. Set up top by Nitro. Fights his way free, drops the big fist to the belt line of Johnny Nitro, does Bagwell. Heel kick gets Nitro out of harm's way, tags in Mercury. Bagwell able to fight off a snapshot this time. As we're cresting towards the 20-minute mark, nice inverted atomic drop by Bagwell. 2 in a row now. Bagwell starting to feel it here against Mercury, wailing away. Off the ropes, big falling clothesline there from the American Male. Mercury with a head scissor. Mercury with a falling clothesline of his own. Nice arm whip there by Bagwell. Simple but effective offense from the relative newcomer here. At least in this incarnation of Marcus Alexander Bagwell. Quick tag back out to Riggs. Mercury seems to have it well in hand, sends him off the ropes at the 20-minute mark. Fisherman suplex by Riggs! Got him hooked! But Mercury escapes. Almost surprised Joey Mercury there, and then he gets planted with a double-arm DDT to Scotty Riggs. Mercury into a cover of his own, but Bagwell breaks it up in one. Super kick under the jaw. Rocker dropper to Mercury. Scotty Riggs can't follow up. Nitro tag back in. Lord only knows what finish Johnny Nitro is using at this point. Starship Pain? Was that even a thing yet? Wasn't the Moonlight Drive yet. Split-legged moonsault? No, that's Starship Pain. No, the split-legged corkscrew moonsault. Oh, roll-up! Roll-ups are deadly in this game. Oh. Riggs able to escape. Bagwell did not escape that double-arm DDT I saw. M&M having this well in hand by my estimation, but the American male is hanging in there and hanging in there. Oh, big double team attempt thwarted to Nitro. Nitro and Bagwell legal now. Nitro sending Bagwell out of the ring. Quick to return to spare his partner any further punishment. Now the two men slugging it out. Bagwell with the big drop kick. Settles the argument, at least for now. Right back to the arm. Interesting strategy here by Bagwell. Maybe thinking they can't tag if they can't raise their arms. Joey Mercury with another nice head scissor takeover, whipping Bagwell into the corner this time. This time now in the center of the ring. Neckbreaker by Bagwell into the cover. 1, 2. Nitro able to break it up. Nice double under hook suplex there by Bagwell, forcing Mercury into the red corner. And Mercury able to snap off those head scissors with such regularity. Very crisply done. Bagwell looking for any sort of escape here, trying to get Riggs back involved. Joey Mercury having none of it. Oh, eventually Bagwell able to make the tag. Nice double drop kick by the American males. Riggs looking to put Mercury away here, and vice versa. Swinging neckbreaker, center of the ring, into the cover. Bagwell breaks it up and eats a super kick for his troubles. Riggs sending Mercury into his own corner. This could spell disaster for the males. Hang on though, delayed suplex sending Mercury to the floor. Quickly returns to the ring. Tags out to Nitro. Snapshot to Scotty Riggs. But again, not going for the cover is Johnny Nitro. Oh, there it is. That's the Moonlight Drive. His front flipping neckbreaker there. So he does have it. Okay. All four gentlemen brawling on the floor now. No countouts or disqualifications outside of the GWA ring. And as they are presenting this event, those are the rules of professional wrestling that we are going with. This fight can only end inside the ring by 3 count or tap out. Scotty Riggs returning to the ring, just... Oh, a snapshot to Bagwell on the floor. Mercury temporarily returning to the ring. We have to get the 2 legal fighters back in the ring at the same time for this thing to legally and finally finish, as this is really breaking down to the 30-minute mark here. Animosity between these two teams boiling over at this point. As you see Nitro and Bagwell in the ring, Mercury and Riggs outside of it. Hang on. Finally returning to some sense of normalcy here. Riggs unable to tag in Bagwell. Bagwell still trying to recover on the apron. Now he's able to tag. Marcus Alexander Bagwell and Joey Mercury, your legal fighters, as Scotty Riggs eats a snapshot on his way out. Plenty of fight left in both teams as they're slugging away. 30-plus minutes in this one. Third of 4 first-round matchups. Winning team goes on to face the February Valentine's Day representatives, Antonio and Romeo, the Heartthrobs. Double DDT into the cover, but wrong part of town for Joey Mercury. American male number 2, Scotty Riggs, able to break that up almost immediately. Big shoulder breaker by Bagwell. Nice arm whip there, trying to keep him close to the red corner. Mercury able to roll through on that suplex by Bagwell and get Nitro tagged in. Bagwell smartly fends off another snapshot attempt. And big neck breaker. Into the cover goes Bagwell. 1, 2. Oh, Riggs is trying to run interference, but Mercury got there in time. Able to break that up. Another pin. 1, 2. Oh, Mercury again saving the matchup. Rocker dropper to Mercury now. Oh, double noggin knocker. Oh, that one on purpose. Nitro throwing Bagwell into Mercury. Interesting uses of your tag team partner there. Off the ropes once again. Round and round we go into the DDT by Johnny Nitro. But again, not going for a cover. Big super kick. Wrong part of town. Hooks the leg deep, but he's right by the American male's corner. Riggs breaks it up. Bagwell and Nitro still legal. Oh, Nitro able to evade. Mercury tagged in. Likewise, Scotty Riggs tagged in. Fisherman suplex, center of the ring. Got him! Scotty Riggs of the American males. Oh my gosh, now we get the American males against the Heartthrobs. I'm excited. I'm excited. Holy moly. Oh yes, you darn tootin', that was another 5-star. Classique. What a matchup between Eminem and the American males. The American males coming out on top. And now our final first round matchup. The winning team goes on to face the Veterans Day representatives, representing November and Veterans Day, are Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura. They await in the second round the winners of the following matchup. Representing September's Labor Day are Chris Kanyon and Mark Starr, the men at work. And they, as we've said, have their work cut out for them as they are facing the Christmas contingent of the Christmas Creature and Santa Claus. Let me get my big fat head out of the way. Hoo-yah! Get down to the ring as Mankind's ready to call this action. Chris Kanyon and the Christmas Creature starting things off. Men at work representing Labor Day. Creature and Santa Claus representing Christmas. Winning team gets Slaughter and Ventura in the second round. Quick tag out there from Kanyon to Mark Starr. Mark Starr in the more red vest. Kanyon with the goatee in the darker vest. Christmas Creature, obviously, he's the one that looks like a Christmas tree. Santa Claus, well, you'll know him when you see him. The supposedly evil cousin of Santa Claus, so claimed Ted DiBiase back in 1995. For those unaware, Santa Claus was a gimmick temporarily used by Balls Mahoney of ECW fame. And likewise, the Christmas Creature, well, that's gotta be Kane. Big clothesline off the ropes as you see Mankind having to recover himself. Don't worry, we'll get him patched up before the next matchup. See, he was busted open in that exchange. Now our first look at Santa Claus in there with Chris Kanyon. Men at work versus these These Christmas... I guess you could both call them both Christmas creatures. Team Christmas. Up against Labor Day's Men at Work. Chris Canyon and Mark Starr. Winning team gets Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura in the second round, representing Veterans Day. In this, the calendar-based Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament started off with 12 teams, and we're quickly whittling it down. This is the final match of the first round.
5 minutes gone.
As you can tell, we just got the 5-minute call here. Men at Work with a bit of a mountain to climb, if I may be so bold, just based on the credentials of both Christmas Creature and Santa Claus across the ring from them. Quickly into a single leg crab there. Single leg candy cane out of Santa Claus. Quick tags from the Men at Work, who, if nothing else, have put the reps in. Certainly much more familiar with one another as a tag team are the Men at Work than the Christmas Creature and Santa Claus are. They didn't exist in the same promotion at the same time, for what I understand. Though, I have not watched all of USWA from 1995, though, so that could be, there could have been a moment where Glenn Jacobs was the Christmas Creature, and I'm sorry, I don't know Balls Mahoney's real name, but Balls Mahoney could have been in there as Santa Claus to, like, warm up this gimmick or something, as they probably had a working arrangement by then. Big boot sending Mark Starr to the floor. Bit of cat and mouse played, but the Men at Work electing to, and smartly too, I would think, keep the fight in the ring. Big choke slam by the Christmas Creature. That looked vaguely familiar. Able to fend off both members of Men at Work after Chris Canyon makes the save on the pin attempt. Double suplex by Canyon and Starr, sending the Christmas Creature to the floor. Chris Canyon and Christmas Creature, your two legal fighters here, as we're just approaching the 9-minute mark in this one. Nice clothesline off the ropes to the Christmas Creature by Canyon. Oh, big boot has the Christmas Creature in reply, and now in comes Santa Claus. Big double powerbomb coming up to Canyon. Santa Claus now spiking him with a DDT. Black boots, black Santa pants, black gloves, and the big spinning Uranagi there from Santa Claus. Real proud of himself, too. Chris Canyon trying to fight his way free. Nothing doing. Big back body drop. Spike with another DDT. Taking a lot out of Santa, though. Once again, Canyon's head hits canvas. Clubber and blow allows him to tag in Mark Starr. Let's see what he does with the opportunity. Able to send Santa into the corner. Nice clothesline. Oh! Into the Nutcracker. I think it's still appropriate to call it that, even with this gimmick. The Nutcracker there from from Santa Claus. His version of the Michinoku driver. Almost spelling disaster, but Chris Canyon was in there to break up the pin attempt. Once again, it's Christmas Creature's turn to wail away on Mark Starr. Men at Work hanging in there, though. Got to give him credit for that. Oh dear, oh dear. Apparently Mark Starr had a pedigree at his disposal, and the Christmas Creature almost used it to end the matchup. Mark Starr kicking it too. That text on the screen meant that the Christmas Creature was stealing a move from the arsenal of Mark Starr, and that was apparently that pedigree. Chris Canyon now tagged in, wailing away, working the Christmas Creature into their green corner. It would be a major upset if the Men at Work are able to pull this out. I had to download a good half dozen moves into the Men at Work's arsenals, and the prefix on every single one of the moves was jobber something, like jobber body slam, jobber punch, jobber headlock. So I don't know that they're necessarily built to win a 4-match, one-night tag team tournament, but we'll see what happens. I'm not discounting their efforts. We've hung in there for 15 minutes plus here with the Christmas Creature and Santa Claus. Oh, and then we see Chris Canyon getting caught. Took his eye off the prize there. Christmas Creature able to take advantage. Santa Claus able to press that advantage. Hang on. Canyon off the top. Drops the big leg. Can't follow up, though. Santa Claus back to his feet. Canyon quickly back to his corner to tag in Mark Starr. Double suplex sending Santa Claus to the floor. No countouts, no DQs out there. Anybody's ball game. As Mark Starr attempts to keep the Christmas Creature at bay. Oh, no. Huge spinning Uranagi on the floor to Canyon. Oh, high-speed backdrop suplex from Santa Claus as well. Meanwhile, in the ring, Mark Starr not faring so well against the Christmas Creature. Inverted atomic drops for all. Best laid plans of the men at work here, backfiring. Mark Starr and Santa Claus still legal. Oh, nice backdrop driver there from Santa Claus. You see Mark Starr unable to tag Chris Canyon right away, as he was still catching his breath. Mark Starr in there with the Christmas Creature now. Gotta be only a matter of time. Oh, huge clothesline. As we're getting up to the 20-minute mark here. Christmas Creature fending off a double team. Where on earth are you going? Drops the leg off the top to Mark Starr. Does the Christmas Creature. Huge choke slam to Canyon. One, but Mark Starr's there to break it up. Wrong part of town. Up goes the Christmas Creature once again. Drops the big leg. Pulls Canyon back to his feet. Canyon able to fend off something that the Christmas Creature was going for. Off the ropes comes Chris Canyon. Big clothesline. 20 minutes plus gone in this one. The last first round matchup. Winner goes on to face the Veterans Day representatives of Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura, but first they have to survive the other. Christmas Creature tagging out to Santa Claus. Chris Canyon tagging out to Mark Starr. Mark Starr and Chris Canyon, collectively known as the Men at Work, representing the Labor Day. The Christmas Creature and Santa Claus representing Christmas itself in this 12-month holiday-themed Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament. One of the three major attractions we're bringing to you today as part of Christmas Carnage. We have this one-night tournament. Hang on! Baldo Bomb got him! Santa Claus with a two-handed choke bomb, pinning Mark Starr. Hiya! And the Christmas team advances. Kind of was that what I was expecting, but that's okay. Neck hanging bomb. So it says, okay, so we're going to save this real quick and go on to the second round. Hang on. I'm sorry, I've just been giving word. Hang on, I got something to report here. Jesus has apparently been attacked in the back, and as a result is going to be unable to compete in today's main event. So as things stand right now, your current main event is Santa Claus and I don't know whom against the Grinch and Scrooge inside the confines of a steel cage. So stay tuned for the remainder of the evening as this story develops. Let's get back to the GWA action here. And as we said at the beginning of the first round, or excuse me, the beginning of the second round. All right, now for the first time, we're going to see the Spectral Envoy in action, representing Halloween and the month of October. It is Hallowicked and Frightmare up against Tiger Mask and Tiger Ali Singh, who defeated the Natural Disasters in the first round to earn their way here. Let's take a look at the first of four teams given those first round buys as we get underway in the second round of activity here in the Holiday Heroes Tournament. Let me get myself out of the way and let's get down to the ring. All in one move. Let's see if I can do it at the same time. Yeah! Whoa, fancy. Mankind calling for the bell, and we are underway. Hallowicked in there with Tiger Ali Singh, who immediately tries to go for the eye sockets, or the eye holes, in that Hallowicked mask. There you see Frightmare also masked on the apron, representing the Spectral Envoy, the chosen fighters for Halloween in this holiday tournament. Taking on Tiger Ali Singh and Tiger Mask, who already had a heck of a match against the Natural Disasters in the first round. Natural Disasters repping Earth Day in April. Tiger Ali Singh and Tiger Mask taking a little bit of liberty, I must admit, are representing New Year's and a new start, and are thematically representing the Chinese zodiac symbol for the year 2022, which is the year of the tiger. I figured that'd be better than just having two guys dressed as babies, as for New Year's babies. I mean, I'm sure there's a Big Show edit like that somewhere, but wanted to go a different way. As you see the original Tiger Mask, Satoru Sayama in there against Frightmare. Frightmare giving up a lot of experience and I would say technical prowess to the original Tiger Mask. Frightmare trying to slow things down with that body slam. Trying to knock the wind out of Tiger Mask. Nice swinging neck breaker. Trying to press the advantage. Here's Frightmare. Off the ropes he sends him. Ducks underneath. Oh, doesn't get the right timing on the return attack. Tiger Mask able to take advantage and get him closer to that red corner. As you see Tiger Ali Singh waiting in the wings here. Oh! Frightmare fighting his way out of a predicament in the corner, but now Tiger Ali Singh tagged in and Frightmare sent to the floor. Smartly getting back to the ring quickly before this thing breaks down any further. No disqualifications or countouts outside the ring, remember, as we pass the 5-minute mark here. First match of the second round. We had 4 first-round matches. We will have 4 second-round matches, just the way this tournament shakes out. At the conclusion of the second round here, we're going to be presenting that fatal 4-way, that 4-way elimination match where we're going to crown a #1 contender for the GWA Jr Heavyweight Championship. A contendership that will be contested for in the new year once we get back to our regularly scheduled GWA activities, managing our roster and checking it out across the landscape, merchandise deals, all that sort of fun stuff. And then our big main event still to come with a question mark hanging overhead. Santa Claus, hang on, go to Sleepy Hollow on the floor by Hello Wicked and Tiger Ali Singh. Gotta call that out. And then a cross-legged brainbuster. Hello Wicked going to work on Tiger Ali Singh on the floor. That big main event we have coming up. Santa Claus, who now has to find a new partner, as Jesus was apparently taken out in the parking lot. Like it's, you know, like he was Lex Luger in the NWA in the late 80s. And so Santa will have to find a new tag team partner to face the Grinch and Ebenezer Scrooge in that big tag team main event later tonight. We'll see how that story develops as the night goes on. Hello Wicked tagging out to Frightmare. Frightmare in there legally against Tiger Mask. The two are going toe-to-toe whilst Hello Wicked and Tiger Ali Singh were on the floor. Tiger Mask again getting the better of Frightmare here and deciding discretion is the better part of valor. Scurrying back to his corner to tag Tiger Ali Singh back into the matchup. Looking for that big power bomb. Levels him, folds him up, but too close to the ropes. Frightmare able to grab that bottom rope and save the matchup for his team. Tiger Ali Singh looking to powerbomb his way into the semifinals with that maneuver. Back into the corner goes Ali. In comes Tiger Mask once again. Spikes him with a Frankensteiner, does Frightmare. Perhaps a Frightensteiner. Off the ropes a second time, spikes him again. This time tags out to Hollow Wicked afterwards. Tiger Mask able to fend off the double team attack. Nicely done, that Tiger flip kick in the corner. Nobody does it better. And the OG Tiger Mask, Satoru Sayama. Sayama? Something to that effect. Kind of sounds like I know what I'm talking about. I think it's Satoru Sayama. Nice missile dropkick off the top by Hello Wicked. Trying to isolate Tiger Mask now. Big right Eden bomb. Off the ropes. Tiger Mask just escapes the 2.9 and climbs the ropes himself. Big diving headbutt. Hooks the leg of Hallowicked into the cover. Oh, and Hallowicked just escapes. Teams exchanging near falls now. As the Spectral Envoy able to send Tiger Mask to the floor. Frightmare in there to attack Tiger Ali Singh. Hallowicked on the floor with Tiger Mask. Let's drop with that nice suplex by Tiger Mask. Flipping drop kick. Damage being done here. A lot of action to call as both of these singles contests occurring close to one another in the ring. Nice snap suplex there from Tiger Mask. Back and forth they're going on the floor. Meanwhile, in the ring, Frightmare in a heck of a predicament, able to fend off Tiger Ali Singh. But has to change his game plan once Tiger Mask returns. And we finally settle back down to Tiger Mask and Frightmare. Oh! Egg! Darkness Edge! And Frightmare pins Tiger Mask! Whoosh. After the Outsider's Edge, I don't know what else to call it. My word. Hallowicked and Frightmare taking full advantage of that 1 round rest that they were opted to. The Crucifix Powerbomb, if you want to call it that, sure. Able to pin Tiger Mask. Moving on to the semifinals are Hallowicked and Frightmare. All right. Our second round matchup. We'll see the May National Teachers Day representatives of Dean Douglas and Matt Stryker take on the squad, another squad that received a first round bye. The Best Friends Day representatives, Junes, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta. It's our first look at the best friends in this tournament. Let's see if they can be as successful as the Spectral Envoy were in their first tournament matchup. Mankind calling for the bell, and we are underway. Dean Douglas in there starting things out with Chuck Taylor. Let me get my head out of the way. You can focus on the action in ring. Dean Douglas in there in the blue singlet. Chuck Taylor in the long tights with the tiger print stripe. Unlike Trent Beretta, Chuck's partner, with the tiger stripe tights with perhaps a black stripe. And a Bill Murray knee pad, I can tell. He did the deal there. Falcon Arrow almost pins Dean Douglas in under 2 minutes with that Falcon Arrow, does Chuck Taylor. Luckily for Dean Douglas, Matt Stryker there to give him a helping hand. Stryker tagged into the matchup now. Dean Douglas in a big bad way after that Falcon Arrow from Chuck Taylor. Nice swinging neckbreaker there by Stryker. Trying to swing the momentum back in the favor of the Team Teach. Oh, nicely done. Drop kicking Chuck Taylor well out of the ring after he tagged in Trent. Avoiding any sort of double team maneuver there was Matt Stryker. As he's in there mano-a-mano with Trent Beretta. Nice head scissor takeover by one half of the best friends. Big boot by Stryker into the cover. A no count, says referee Mankind, who, as you can tell, has been patched up after that unfortunate noggin knocking in a previous matchup that busted him open. Nice moonsault press into the pin here. Just a 1 count, though. Saw Dean Douglas waiting patiently on the apron, fully confident in his partner's ability to weather the storm with that pin attempt. Front roll up. Likewise, he's going to stay put, knowing that that pin's going to get thwarted by the ropes.
5 minutes gone.
As we have just passed the 5-minute mark here, Stryker and Beretta looking to shake things up as we're back to Dean Douglas and Chuck Taylor in the ring. Nice throwing belly to belly into the corner by Chuck Taylor on Dean Douglas. Chuck Taylor trying to end this thing in a hurry. Douglas trying to slow it down. Dictate the pace. Oh, hang on. Nice double arm suplex there by Taylor. Go behind. Oh, maybe looking for the awful waffle there. Nice counter by Taylor, but Douglas is up first. Hang on. Pile driver to Chuck Taylor, center of the ring. Rolls him into the cover. 1, 2. Beretta saves the matchup. Chuck tries a single leg crab, but Matt Striker just punches him in the back of the head to stop it. Chuck tags out to Trent. Dean Douglas is all over it. All over the canvas as well as he gets DDT'd. Nice counter there by Dean this time. Sends him off the ropes. Pop up into the pin attempt. 2 and... Oh, Dean Douglas just barely rolls the shoulder at 2.9. Matt Striker of no help there. Out of position, started late. Wasn't able to run defense in any way, shape, or form, but Dean Douglas, thankfully for his squad, rolls that shoulder and we fight on. Able to tag out to Striker now. Beretta sent out to the floor. No countouts or DQs out here. Oof. Northern Light suplex to Dean Douglas. Regular suplex to Dean Douglas. And now a double suplex to Dean Douglas. Striker now locking Chuck Taylor into the STF. He saw Trent kicking him free. As we just passed the 10-minute mark here. Hang on. Assisted powerbomb by the best friends to Matt Striker. Belly to belly to Dean Douglas. The irony. Striker now with a single crab on Trent. Northern Lights, but no bridge pin attempts. Now an STF on Trent from Dean Douglas. Hang on. Like a reverse rocker dropper overdrive type of maneuver there. Interesting. As the teacher's now going to work on Trent Beretta. Rolls through that double suplex and gets all the way back to his corner. Now Dean Douglas in the wrong part of town. Double powerbomb by the best friends. Into the single leg crab, and that will do it. Dean Douglas forced to tap out after Chuck Taylor locks in that single leg crab. And so far, so good. 2 for 2 on your teams that got that first round bye. Able to survive their opponent. Hang on here. Let's just say this real quick. As now, the best friends will face Hallowicked and Frightmare in one half of your semifinals. All right. Looking at the bottom half of the bracket now, we have two more second round matches to go. 2 more quarterfinal matches to go, if you want to call them that. As Antonio and Romeo, we're about to see the debut of the Heartthrobs, who are facing the American Males, who fought their way through M&M to get here. Let's hurry ourselves down to the ring for this exciting contest. Antonio and Romeo, representing Valentine's Day out of February. The Heartthrobs up against the American Males of Marcus Bagwell in the ring and Scotty Riggs on the apron, representing the good old US of A and Independence Day in July. We have one half of our semifinal set. 2 more matches will determine the other half of our semifinal matchups. And then we have that #1 contendership match for you. And we'll run the conclusion of our tournament. And that big main event, we have now Santa and a mystery partner against the Grinch and Ebenezer Scrooge. And an early story in this matchup is Antonio Thomas busted wide open under 90 seconds into this matchup. Unfortunately, state laws prevent us from closing these cuts during a fight. We're going to keep an eye on it as best we can, but Antonio Thomas had a huge disadvantage here for the Heartthrobs, as he will continue to bleed throughout the duration of this matchup. Don't worry, the blood gets absorbed into the canvas, and it makes the fight stronger, as Romeo now trying to slow down Scotty Riggs. The Heartthrobs, very fortunate to be on the receiving end of that first round bye, which was entirely randomly assigned, thanks to a random number generator. Did it all live on the air. As now Romeo trying to fight Scotty Riggs back into the corner of the Heartthrobs. Every time it pans over, though, to Antonio, I worry for the guy's health, you can tell. Forehead and chest and even his back has blood splattered across it. His own blood at that. Gonna have to keep an eye on that, as now Antonio is tagged back into the matchup. Riggs now sending Romeo to the floor to dispatch him. For the moment, in comes Bagwell. Bagwell in there from Antonio. He's the man that busted Antonio up in the first place. Oh dear, every time Antonio touches the mat, you can see
5 minutes gone.
the damage done in terms of what's left behind. Antonio, though, fired up, winning that strike battle against Bagwell, but may have only been a momentary burst of adrenaline here. Hang on. Nice drop kick from one half of the Heartthrobs. Trying to hold up his end of the bargain here. We'll get him stitched up. Should they win or lose, we're going to get him stitched up after this matchup, but rest assured that should they end up winning... Oh my gosh! The Heartbreaker into the cover! Almost put down the American males! We're going to get Antonio stitched up after this contest, win or lose, so... Should they win, he'll be okay for the next round. Atomic drop there. Absorbed by Bagwell, able to tag in Scotty Riggs. Nice double drop kick from the American males. Bit of a mistiming there from Romeo and Riggs. Back into that finisher from the Heartthrobs. Riggs able to escape a pin attempt, though. Rolling the dice is Antonio. Riggs now trying to work on that cut. Antonio's got stroke. Antonio now fighting for everything he's got. As we said, busted open in the first 90 seconds of this contest. Backdrop driver to Scotty Riggs by Antonio Thomas. One half of the Heartthrobs, bleeding profusely this entire matchup, but unwilling to give up. Blam! Planted by Scotty Riggs. Riggs has no follow-up. Has to tag out to Bagwell as he sees Antonio likewise tagging out. Now Bagwell and Romeo legal. American males versus Heartthrobs. Second round activity here. Another backdrop driver, this time to Bagwell by Romeo at the 10-minute mark. Nice drop kick between the shoulder blades. Super kick under the chin. Time to pose for the crowd before the cover. Riggs breaks it up at 2. Another backdrop driver to Marcus Alexander Bagwell, this time from Antonio. Just getting dumped on his head. Set up in the corner, inverted atomic drop. Tells the crowd he's got it. Let's see what we're looking for. Marcus is trying to set him up for something. Oh, just deposits him outside the ring. Now Riggs and Bagwell trying to get some work done before Antonio can get over there. Antonio there almost right away, though. No countouts or disqualifications on the floor. This is going to continue until the legal fighters get back in the ring. As you can see, the toll it's already taken on Antonio there. Big splat he leaves every time he hits the canvas. In this case, the protective mat's outside the ring. Another roll of the dice by Antonio. Almost a crossroads. Spending too much time posing for the crowd, though, are both members of the Heartthrobs. So you can see now Bagwell and Riggs trying to isolate Romeo. Oh, Riggs on the wrong side. Some Heartthrobs offense there. Nice doctor bomb by Antonio. Hang on, Bagwell quickly covering Romeo. Just able to kick out. And all that confusion. Bagwell trying to sneak a pin in. Almost does the job. Romeo tagging out to Antonio. I don't know how wise it is to get this guy legally in the matchup. He's been bleeding for almost 15 minutes now. Big rocker dropper by Riggs, though. Doesn't go for the cover. Antonio fighting back as best he can. Blood pouring in the eyes. And down the chest of Antonio Thomas, one half of the Heartthrobs here. Their first round bye all but negated by the grievous forehead wound that has been bleeding for almost 15 minutes now. Antonio on a heck of a run here. Super kicks and snap suplexes, but can't seem to put Riggs in a position to get him a good pin. Taking back out to it. Romeo putting him down, but Romeo electing not to cover. Romeo's got him center of the ring. Riggs fights it off. spot in the semifinal awaits the winner of this one. Riggs able to tag back out to Marcus Alexander Bagwell. American males unable to get a double team maneuver in on Romeo, who's got to do the fighting of both halves of his squad for a bit here, as Antonio is worn out on the apron, still bleeding profusely. Big neck breaker by Bagwell, but Antonio breaks it up. I feel like that neck breaker is his finish right now. Bagwell just clubbering him back to the canvas. Nicely done. Nice Russian leg sweep there by Romeo. Quick tag back into Antonio. They're trying to get some double team maneuver off, but it doesn't seem to be working out for him. Now Antonio is once again legal. You can see every time he hits the canvas, there's a little blood splat left behind, as he ducks underneath a number of times trying to confuse Bagwell, but Bagwell ends up just bowling him over. Not that time. Nice clothesline to Bagwell by Antonio. Got him! Antonio Thomas, face covered in blood, manages to put down Marcus Alexander Bagwell. And the Heartthrobs are going to the semifinals. Hey-ya. All right, well, 3 for 3 teams that got a first round bye getting into the round afterward. All right. And now this amounts to our last second round matchup. So again, we're going to be leaving the tournament following this, but we'll be returning to it for the remainder of the tournament after a special GWA match. But before we see that, we are going to see December's Christmas representatives, the Christmas Creature and Santa Claus, against November's Veterans Day representatives, Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura. Let me just save again real quick and get down to the ring for our final quarterfinal matchup of the evening. Hiya! The Christmas Creature and Santa Claus in the green corner. Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura representing Veterans Day in the red corner. Christmas Creature and Sergeant Slaughter in the ring to start things out here. After Mankind rings the bell, or calls for the bell. He doesn't specifically ring it, he just calls for it to be rung. Big splash to the back by the Christmas Creature here. Trying to get this thing over with in a hurry. The Creature and Santa Claus surviving the last of the first round matchups in order to earn this opportunity against these veterans, who were fortunate enough to get that first round bye. So far, it's 3 for 3 in terms of the other teams making their way to the semifinals, as we are going to see Hallowicked and Frightmare representing Halloween against Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta representing Best Friends Day. And the winning team here has Antonio Thomas and Romeo Roselli, the Heartthrobs, representing Valentine's Day, awaiting them in the semifinals. And a quick update. We are, of course, currently stitching up the forehead of Antonio Thomas in preparation for that semi-final matchup. He'll get a little extra time to recoup, as not only does he have this match to wait through, but also the four-way elimination match coming up following this for the #1 contendership to the GWA Jr heavyweight title. Jushin Liger, Becky Lynch, Ray Phoenix, and Darby Allin in a four-way elimination match. Winner is the #1 contender. Quick tags on both sides, and now Sergeant Slaughter in there opposite Santa Claus, the evil brother slash cousin of Santa Claus. So says the $1 Million Man, at any rate. Sergeant Slaughter be looking to lock on that Cobra Clutch, I would assume. I don't know the finisher of Jesse Ventura. I would think some sort of bear hug. Something that shows off his power and where he can also just sort of stand there and squeeze. I could be completely wrong. Ventura tagged back in. Santa Claus only has eyes for Sergeant Slaughter, at least for the moment. Nice backdrop suplex by Santa. And they're against Ventura. This is peak Jesse Ventura, the peak of his pro wrestling prowess and powers in the ring. Nothing against the man, but I know him more as a commentator and talker more than I know anything about his in-ring career, and I happened to watch some of it way back in like '83 or so. So Santa Claus slowing things down with that single leg crab, that candy cane submission maneuver. So named because you curl up the one leg, and if you go from that person's leg all the way up to the rest of their body, it's like you're holding a candy cane, sort of. I hope that was easy enough to follow. Tagging out now to the Christmas creature, who we saw a lot of in the first round, as that devastating choke slam. Oof. Headbutt's not too bad either. As now the Christmas creature in there, going to work on Jesse Ventura. Ventura and Sergeant Slaughter, the representatives of Veterans Day. Remembrance Day, as it is known here in Canada. Either way, it is dedicated to the memories of those armed forces, peoples who bravely sacrificed themselves for the freedoms of their respective country. And there's that Cobra clutch we were talking about out of Sergeant Slaughter, but Santa Claus is immediately in there to break it up. Can't keep the Christmas creature down for long, but Sergeant Slaughter is doing everything he can to try to keep him down for a 3 or to choke him out with his Cobra clutch. Creature able to break free on his own. You saw Jesse Ventura playing good defense there, occupying Santa Claus. Oh, turned inside out with that clothesline is the Christmas creature, who's having a heck of a time here against Sergeant Slaughter. Now wisely tagging out to Santa Claus. Let's see what he can do against the former drill sergeant and G.I. Joe team member, Sergeant Slaughter. Sends him off the ropes. Big clothesline from Santa. Oh, and he's real proud of himself. Coming off the ropes a second time. 2 in a row now. No time for a third as Slaughter escapes and tags in Ventura. Nice double backdrop to Santa Claus, but he's up before Jesse. Jesse's up in daze. That took way more out of the body than it did Santa Claus. Jesse fighting back though. Hang on. Backdrop driver from Santa Claus, planting Jesse Ventura, just dumping him on his head. Spinning power slam into the pin, but no, Slaughter breaks it up. 2 men content to slug it out here. Boom! A clothesline from Santa Claus, sealing the deal. Looking to put Jesse Ventura down and out and secure the Christmas contingent here. A spot in the semifinals against the Heartthrobs. Big double powerbomb. Off the ropes comes the Christmas creature, drops the big elbow. Ventura trying to slow things down desperately. Oh my. Christmas creature wailing away here. Sergeant Slaughter had to break that up. Match could have ended due to referee stoppage there. But what a gourd buster by Sergeant Slaughter, meanwhile, to Santa Claus. Christmas creature looking to put Jesse Ventura away. Big! Just a shot across the brow. Just a straight punch knocking down the body. He's able to escape and tag in Sergeant Slaughter. Slaughter and the Christmas creature now center of the ring. Draws him with a gourd buster. Slaughter looking for the Cobra clutch. Nothing doing. Big shoulder tackle from the Christmas creature. Hang on. Pile driver coming up. Spikes him. Oh, and then flips him inside out into the camel clutch. But Santa Claus breaks it up. That could have done it. What a combination there from Slaughter on the Christmas creature. Into the bear hug now, and that will do it. 4 for 4. Those that got a first round bye taking full advantage as Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura put down the Christmas creature. And our semifinals are set. Okay. The big old lifting bear hug on the Christmas creature. He hit him with like 4 or 5 big moves in a row. Makes sense that he wouldn't be able to survive all of that. Speaking of all of that, we have ourselves another main event. We have 2 more non-tournament matches to promote, one of which is this fatal 4-way matchup between Jushin Liger, Becky Lynch, Darby Allin, and Ray Phoenix, a 4-way elimination match, the winner of which is the #1 contender for the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. If you'll excuse me 1 second, let me just set this match up quickly. as we are only in exhibition mode today and not in fire promoter mode. This is actually a battle royal, if you'd be so kind. Okay, I think we're actually all set. Yep. Alright. Alright, so let's get to the ring and actually see this matchup take place. Get myself out of the way. Oh yeah. Okay. Aha! Mankind the special ref here, ringing the bell. And we are underway, so we're going to see 3 pinfalls or submissions in this one. We can only have one winner. As you see, Jushin Liger there in the full body suit in the red, facing off against Darby Allin. Meanwhile, one half of the GWA Tag Team Champions, Rey Fenix, fresh back from injury, in the blue. And Becky Lynch, she of the red hair and the white gear. Winner of this contest, the #1 contender to Ilya Dragunov's GWA Jr Heavyweight Championship, earning themselves a future title opportunity in the new year, which will be the 6th in-game year for the 2nd generation of the GWA. Every week we normally run 2 GWA events out of the Fire Promoter mode here in Fire Pro Wrestling World. The Fire Promoter mode is where we take command of a singular promotion across a landscape of 17, or maximum of, I think, 17 different promotions across the wrestling world. And you book monthly events trying to rise the ranks and become the most popular and most profitable wrestling promotion out there. We populated our wrestling universe with as many real-life federations as would properly fit. So we have the WWE, we have New Japan, we have AEW, we have NXT as a separate entity, we have Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and then we go to Japan for New Japan, All Japan, Big Japan, DDT, Dragon Gate. Let's see, what else do we have over there? We have CMLL and AAA out of Mexico. We might have, GCW, another small independent out of the Americas. And then, of course, we started with Hall of Fame and Legend promotions in this iteration of the GWA's universe. But unfortunately, the salary demands of all of those Hall of Famers and international legends was too much for the promotions they were a part of. So those 2 promotions fell apart. But all of the other real-world promotions that we have in our wrestling universe are still up and running. And we are forming relationships with all of them as we form our own, as we develop our own roster, I should say. All 4 of these combatants, hang on, we'll see another quick roll up there by Darby Allin. All 4 of these are members of the GWA roster, and you can see them regularly every Thursday here, between 7 and 10 if they happen to get booked for the card. 4 proud members of our junior division who, as we said, are looking to earn that #1 contendership against current champion Ilya Dragunov, who's having a heck of a run here in his GWA career, one of the most improved wrestlers. Hang on, disarmor to Darby Allin by Becky Lynch. Meanwhile, a roll through into a powerbomb off the top, and Rey Fenix is the first eliminated by Liger. Rey Fenix gets caught in that powerbomb counter off the top, rolled through by Liger, scoring the first elimination, and now a Liger bomb to Darby Allin, 2 and no! Allin rolling a shoulder, and we are down to 3. Rey Fenix, the first eliminated from competition, still can hang his hat on the fact that he is one half of the tag team champions in the GWA, but no future junior championship opportunity for Rey Fenix, at least in his immediate future, as these 3 fight on. Winner gets the title shot. Hang on, that's just how Rey Fenix was pinned, but Darby Allin breaking up the pin attempt by Becky Lynch there. I don't know how wise that is. You kind of want your opponents to, like, limit their own numbers, right? Another huge Liger bomb, as you see Becky Lynch just watching to see if Darby Allin kicks out on his own. Smarter strategy there out of the man. Darby Allin just able to roll the shoulder, and this is still a 3-way at the 10-minute mark here. Rey Fenix surprised early in this, in the sub 10-minute region. So we still have 3 fighters remaining. Huge brainbuster to Darby Allin. Hang on, Liger going up top, big frog splash, too close to the ropes though. There are still rope breaks in effect. The same GWA rules apply. There is a 5 count in the ring for disqualifications. There are no countouts or DQs outside the ring. But we need the final ones, the last one standing after 3 pinfalls or submissions here. Hang on! Disarmer to Darby Allin, as you can see him making his way to the rope and eventually able to escape that. And now Lynch and Allin send Liger to the floor. Nice drop toe by Allin. I thought he was momentarily distracted there by Liger. Strange that we're not seeing 2 combatants team up against the other, regardless of what that combination may be. Hang on, quick roll up here by Darby Allin, but again, Becky Lynch saving the matchup for Jushin Liger. Such seems to be the disdain between Darby Allin and Becky Lynch. Hang on, Liger going up top. Oh, Darby Allin dragging Lynch away from that elbow. Eats a drop toe. Lots of action to be called in this one. It's going to be fast and furious until we're down to our final 2. And even then, since we are in our junior division here, I expect the action not to let up even one iota. Nice backdrop suplex there by Lynch, rolling him over. Oh, gets rolled up herself. 1, 2, 3. Darby Allin rolls up Becky Lynch, and we're down to Darby Allin and Liger. Next pinfall or submission wins it. Darby Allin rolls him up. 1, 2. Liger escapes. Darby reverses him off the rope, spikes him with a DDT. Darby Allin or Jushin Liger, one of these 2 gentlemen will be the #1 contender to Ilya Dragunov and the GWA Jr Championship, a championship both men have held before. Most recently, Jushin Liger. I believe the Liger's path was he won the belts, lost it to Dragon Rojo. Dragon Rojo lost it to Ilya Dragunov. Both of them becoming the first 2 to... Hang on! Coffin drop to Liger! Into the cover. 1, 2... No! Liger escapes! 2 men slugging it out center of the ring! Huge release German there by Liger. Lutz says press into the pin. Oh, Darby Allin rolls a shoulder again. Sends Liger off the ropes. Head scissor takeover into the corner. Thought he may have been setting him up for the coffin drop. Nothing doing. Spikes him with a DDT as we're cresting toward the 20-minute mark in this one. 2 eliminations down, 1 to go. One of these 2 gentlemen is going to be the #1 contender at the end of this one. Exchanging some drop toe holds. Nicely done by Liger, taking Allin over. Brainbuster, center of the ring. Liger can't follow up right away. Hang on, tombstone by Jushin Thunder Liger into the cover. 1, 2, no! Allin escapes again. Rolls up Liger, center of the ring. 2, got him! Darby Allin survives, and becomes your #1 contender. Wowzers! What a matchup. Okay, let me just write that down. Darby Allin won the #1 contendership. I am updating my text file as we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hang on. What? You gotta be kidding me. Hang on. I'm sorry to say, we're getting some further news here in regards to the main event. Do we have a graphic for this already? Wow, our team's really fast. Apparently, Ebenezer Scrooge has had a change of heart and is refusing to tag with the Grinch in the main event. So as things now stand, our main event is Santa Claus and a mystery partner in a cage match against the Grinch and a mystery partner. Oh my goodness gracious me. We're going to try to sort this out as we get back to our tournament action here. So that is the current standing of our main event. In the wake of Darby Allin just becoming #1 contender to the GWA Jr Heavyweight Championship, our main event is in jeopardy, as you can see, as we have 2 mystery partners that now need to appear in order for us to properly put on that tag team main event. But that's something to worry about later. For now, we have the semifinals and finals of the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament to send your way. As our first semifinal matchup is about to be underway, Hallowicked and Frightmare, representing October's Halloween, are taking on Chuck Taylor and Trent, representing June's Best Friends Day. Let's get down to the ring for the first of two semi-final matchups, and then we're going to roll right through into the final. Here we go. Get myself out the way. Get down to the ring. Special referee Mankind once again calling for the bell, and we are underway. Hallowicked starting things off with Chuck Taylor here. I can guarantee you that 3 of the 4 of these gentlemen have faced each other across a Chikara ring, but that's all in the past now. Fresh teams, fresh rivalries. Not so fresh feeling between either of these squads. In this, the semifinals of this one-night tournament, the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament, coming their way as part of Christmas Chaos. Excuse me, Christmas Carnage. Christmas Chaos was last year. As you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle, we couldn't be happier to bring it to you. To finish off our tournament, we had that 4-way matchup that Darby Allin came out on the winning end of and is the new #1 contender, and we still have a main event to present after the tournament concludes. We're going to do our best to keep track of the situation with Santa Claus and the Grinch both needing substitute partners for that cage match. Hopefully things will be sorted by the time the main event is set to air at the conclusion of the Holiday Heroes tournament. The first of 2 semi-final matches currently underway as we see Frightmare tagged in now on the side of the Spectral Envoy to face Trent Beretta for the Best Friends. All 4 of your semi-final squads were the 4 teams lucky enough to receive first-round buys in the tournament. Hang on. Nice TKO there by Frightmare. Looking to pin Trent in the wrong part of town. In comes the Kentucky gentleman, Chucky T. Chuck Taylor. Let's work that quickly. Oh, into the outsider's edge once again. This is how they advanced in the first place. Did Frightmare and Hallowicked. Nothing doing this time, though. Once again, the wrong part of town.
Give up.
Now, Beretta just grabbing a hold. I almost called him Brent. Trent Beretta just grabbing a hold there. Trying to get his wits about him. Hang on, Tornado DDT at it for Trent out of the corner there to Frightmare. Looking to take advantage, but he's in the Spectral Envoy's corner, and in comes Hallowicked. So both teams kind of making mistakes in that regard. Some poor ring positioning. It's still fairly early in the contest, though.
1, 2.
Nice DDT by Trent. Almost puts Frightmare down and out. Oh, Zach is asking in the chat. Oh, hang on! The Dude Buster by Frightmare! Stolen from the playbook of Trent, but Chuck breaks it up. Sorry about that. Oh, Zach is wondering, if you could make your own stable in any wrestling company, who would be in it, and what would it be called? Well, I'm going to go, like, a stable is 4 people. Oh, the Awful Waffle by Chuck Taylor! 1, 2! But Hallowicked escapes. I'm going to go 4 people makes a stable. If you want to go, like, 4 people and a manager, I'll go 4 people and a manager. So manager, right at the gate, I would want Bobby Heenan. So if you want to call the thing the Heenan family because he's our manager, I do not care. But I would want the following people in my quote-unquote Heenan family. All right, let me think. Now this is because I'm going to try to pick a tag team and then 2 single stars, which is kind of how I like to build stables. Let's see. Tag team all time. You know what? I think Bobby Heenan could have done more. And this is not saying that this is going to be the stable that I would always pick, that like this is going to be my greatest stable of all time, yada yada yada. This is the stable that I'm thinking of at the moment because you happen to ask the question right now. Like, I'm not saying that this is my definitive be all end all. It's not my boys stable. It's just people I'm thinking of in the moment because just to peel back the layers into my personal life, I'm in the middle, towards the end of 1990, in a long rewatch of WWF content, which also includes CWA/USWA content, which is also including FMW content, and All Japan Women's content, and All Japan Pro Wrestling TV from 1990, etc., etc. So let's just put the four pillars of All Japan aside from now and try to concentrate on North American teams and people. I think Bobby Heenan could have gotten more out of Power and Glory. So that would be my tag team, Hercules and Paul Roma, Power and Glory, but managed by Bobby Heenan. I think he could have got a lot more legs out of that. Again, this is just my stable of the moment. Now let me pick a couple other stars. It's going to be a heel faction, obviously. Let me pick another couple of heels that I thought weren't best served. Barry Windham. Regardless of what incarnation, like the Widowmaker in WWF, whatever, Barry Windham would be my big heavy sort of guy. Also a breakout single star. He'd probably be the guy that I turn face on the group later, like they run him out of the group and he gets a good face run out of it. So Power and Glory, Barry Windham. Hang on, go to Sleepy Hollow there to Chuck Taylor in the Spectral Envoy's cover. Frightmare running defense. Chuck Taylor escapes. And then now I need like a figurehead, like somebody at the front of this thing. Nicely done. And that's going to take a little longer to think of. Who would I want as the face of the thing? Probably Kurt Hennig, I suppose, if I'm going to go with those four. So Kurt Hennig, Barry Windham, Hercules Hernandez, and Paul Roma. Power and Glory being the tag team / kind of the goons. Barry Windham being the heavy, and Kurt Hennig being the focal point / obvious single star amongst them. Managed by Bobby Heenan, I think would have been a heck of a team. So thanks very much for asking, Zach, and go ahead and share yours if you'd be so kind in the chat there. Sorry to disappoint if you were expecting a more all-star answer, but that's just sort of like where my head's at the moment, just sort of thinking where things could go. It's part of the reason I'm doing these rewatches is that I'm looking for talent that maybe I watched as a kid and didn't even realize how good they were. Case in point being Coco Beware was so much better than his WWF career would have you believe. Like, going back now and watching most of it, starting in the CWA and especially seeing his match, he got that title match with Ric Flair and so on and so forth back when he was just Coco Ware. Absolutely deserves to be in the WWF Hall of Fame. Like, kind of an interesting choice at the time, but going back and rewatching, yep, absolutely should have been in there. Just like Big Boss Man. Holy crap, is he ever good. They do, hey, let me get on cam to say this. They do, during the early part of the Big Boss Man Hulk Hogan feud, a cage match on Saturday night's main event where the Big Boss Man takes a superplex off the top of the cage in 1988. Mind blown. Ray Traylor, hardly knew you. Fantastic talent. Anyway, let's say nothing of the talent in the ring as we approach the 20-minute mark in the semifinal tag team contest between the Best Friends and the Spectral Envoy. A spot in the finals of the Holiday Hero Tag Team Tournament on the line. What a vicious Uranagi there from Taylor. And then a helping a soul food for Frightmare into the cover, but Hallowick able to break it up, and then a go to Sleepy Hollow on Trent. Meanwhile, a moonsault pin on Chuck, and that will do it. The Spectral Envoy all the way through to the finals. Whew, I'm glad I finished my rant in enough time to get that out there. All right. Let me get back on cam. Yeah, stomach stomp into the Kneecalepsy. All right, that's a fun name. Kneecalepsy. All right, so that sends Hallowicked and Frightmare through to our finals. One more second here. Let's get over to this. Save that tournament progress. Semi-final numero dos. As we're going to see Antonio and Romeo, the Heartthrobs. And a reminder, we've got Antonio all stitched up, though that previous wound could get opened up early in this one, as they are facing the bloodthirsty duo. I don't know that they're bloodthirsty. That they're facing the veteran state duo of Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura. Let's get down to the ring for the second of two semifinals. Winner gets the Spectral Envoy. Hiya! And the company I would put that wrestling stable in, by the way, would be WCW. I would have put it in WCW at around 1990 or 91. If they had been able to get those four people together under contract, but 90, 91, somewhere in there. They would have been really good foils for Sting. not cohorts of or also rans alongside the Four Horsemen, but I think they would have been another heel dynamic or another dynamic in and amongst those stables. That's just me. That's just me in this moment. That's all I can really answer to. If you were to ask me that question 2 weeks from now, I'd probably give you an entirely different answer, just because I would have thought of, hey, wouldn't it be nice if so-and-so team was so-and-so? You know, that's what's nice about fantasy booking. That's what's also nice about a game like this, in that if you so desired, in Fire Pro or beyond, or excuse me, in Fire Promoter mode or beyond, you could build your all-time roster of who you would want, and, you know, give them the main events, do whatever you want. This is where some people grew up with a bunch of action figures and had figure feds and so on and so forth. To me, as more of a video game player than an action figure collector and displayer and players with, this to me is as close as I would come to like that sort of fantasy fed stuff. Is like, no, I'll just make it in Fire Pro and run it there, if that makes sense. But so I definitely understand like the itch and the figure hunting and the figure feds and all that fun stuff. Like, to me, it's all, you know, two sides of the same coin of being a big wrestling nerd. Not that there's anything wrong with that term. Oof, there's a lot wrong with the groin of Jesse Ventura after that shot to the ding dong by Romeo. Tagging into his partner Antonio there, seeing action for the first time. As you can see, we patched him up and patched him up well. Slaughter getting a quick tag for the Veterans Day side of things. Winner goes on to face the Spectral Envoy in the finals of the tournament. A lot on the line here for the Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament as part of Christmas Carnage. Presented as it is by the GWA, the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle. That's right, the only fictional pro wrestling promotion with 3 silent letters making up its acronym. So happy you're strolling down the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle with us here on this Tuesday evening. The final stream of the year for the GWA and beyond. Normally I stream Monday to Friday. I'm going to take Friday off because it's Christmas Eve. And also going to take the rest of the last calendar week of the year off. So following this broadcast, you won't see anything from me on Twitch until Monday, January 3rd. Just going to put that out there early. Hope everybody has a lovely holiday season and a lovely New Year's, and I'll be back with everybody first Monday of the new year. I don't know what game I'm playing on Mondays yet, as we wrapped up our time with the Mutant Football League last Monday with our 3rd consecutive Mayhem Bowl. But I'll think of something. I got like a week and a half to think about it. Big doctor bomb by Antonio on Ventura in the ring. Impressive power there. Meanwhile, Slaughter and Romeo on the floor. No countouts, no disqualifications outside a GWA ring. And we are under GWA rules as they are holding this event for us. Big pile driver there by Slaughter, though. This thing is broken down to a pair of singles contests. Slaughter getting the better of Romeo on the floor, but Antonio mopping the canvas with Ventura in the ring. Finally, we see a little bit of life out of Ventura. But on the floor, it is all Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, hang on. Romeo able to get a nice suplex there. Perhaps he frees himself to get back into the ring, and so he does. Match can only end inside the confines of the ring. 3 count or tap out. As we pass the 10-minute mark in the semifinal. Nice super kick there by Romeo, keeping Ventura on the mat at least momentarily. Antonio can't hold the advantage, and so Slaughter's tagged back in. Oh, nicely done. Into the bear hug. That's what got him here in the first place. Just trying to squeeze the life out of his opponents. Nice leg sweep. Clothesline combo out of the Heartthrobs. I feel like that may have been their tag team finish for the 2 weeks that they were on Raw. Rolls him up, but way too close to the ropes there. Bad part of town for Antonio Thomas. As the veterans, Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura, looking to cut the ring in half. Even with Antonio in the advantage for the moment, he's certainly in the wrong part of the ring for any serious pin or submission attempt. Smartly done there. Getting Romeo involved. Taking Slaughter down. See how they follow up. The savvy veteran Sergeant Slaughter there with that precision strike back elbow. Able to free himself of the predicament, get Jesse Ventura tagged in. Definitely would give the experience edge. Though they have not teamed regularly, That would definitely give the overall experience edge to a Sergeant Slaughter and a Jesse Ventura. Mind you, if Romeo's going to hit more backdrop drivers like that, it's going to dim the lights of the body sooner rather than later. Back and forth they go, chop for chop. Big super kick from Romeo. Ventura appealing to the crowd, telling them this is it. Looking to put the heartthrobs down and out. Ooh. They exclusively use that as a tag team maneuver, so I'm assuming it's their actual finish. Unable to capitalize, though, as Ventura's right back up and about to hit. Oh, the over-the-shoulder backbreaker. That's got to be his finish. The Canadian backbreaker. Romeo in to save the matchup for Antonio. Now Ventura luring him into the red corner so we can tag in Slaughter. Into the Cobra Clutch, and that will do it. Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura on their way to the finals. And wouldn't you know it, the number 1 seed and the number 16 seed are going to be facing one another in the finals of this tournament. I mean, nothing is like weighted. It's not like weighted seeding or anything like that. It's just how things worked out. Interesting stuff. As we are now ready for the finals of your Holiday Heroes Tag Team Title Tournament. And then we are presenting a tag team cage match, but I don't know. We now have those 2 mystery partners to worry about, both Santa and the Grinch, scrambling for new partners, so we'll see how that turns out. They have one more match to get it together, as Hallowicked and Frightmare, representing October's Halloween, are going to be facing Veteran Days, Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura in your Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament Final. Oh yeah. As always, your guest referee for this event, Mankind, calling for the bell, and we are underway. Slaughter and Ventura coming straight off of that semifinal match, demanding that their opponents get out here so they begin the finals immediately while they're still warmed up. Let's see what they do with that. I don't know if you would call it an advantage or not, as the Spectral Envoy has had the previous match's duration to be in the locker room cooling down, perhaps running out of surges of adrenaline and the like, whereas Ventura and Slaughter can essentially treat this as a gauntlet match, having to win back-to-back tag team competitions. We'll see how the strategy plays out. See if it pays off for the team representing Veterans Day, or if the Spectral Envoy representing Halloween can be crowned the inaugural Holiday Heroes Tag Team Tournament champs. Last year we had a single King of the Calendar tournament that Shelton Benjamin won as a representative of Mother's Day. Oh! Roll through into the double stomp by Frightmare, some signature offense. By that creepy little goblin. No, I guess that's Kobold. He's still creepy. This little Frightmare. Impressive strength on that slam out of the smallest fighter in this fight. The smallest fighter in the final by far is Frightmare. Evidence there as he's bowled over by Jesse the Body Ventura. Off the ropes comes Frightmare. Nope. Not enough time. Couple of quick snapmares. Oh, thought Jesse was going to make his way back to the corner. Looks like he's going to put a little more hurting on Frightmare first. Frightmare
5 minutes gone.
thinking wise of it at the 5-minute mark. In comes Hallowicked, his tag team partner and leader of the Spectral Envoy, at least as far as I'm concerned. At least in terms of their tag team representation in this tournament. Certainly. As on the other side of things, Sergeant Slaughter is tagged back in. Slaughter, of course, will be looking for that Cobra Clutch, the move that brought him to the finals in the first place. Slaughter, by the way, has finished his opponent in both of the tag matches that he's had so far. One with a bear hug, and the other with a Cobra Clutch, but he just ate a go to Sleepy Hollow. 2, and Ventura saves the match. Slaughter now, huge pile driver. Hallowicked able to survive that go to Sleepy Hollow thanks to Jesse Ventura. And their advantageous ring positioning being on that red side here. Double clothesline into the cover. Hallowicked just escapes. Ventura thought they knocked him out. Hallowicked now all the way back to his corner. Tagging in Frightmare. Big double suplex coming. Ventura sent to the floor. Frightmare waiting him out. Nice snap suplex there. Sends him off the ropes. Doc's underneath. The head scissor takeover does Ventura. Big clothesline to Frightmare. Frightmare trying to keep him in the Spectral Envoy's side of the ring here at the green corner. Rolls up Ventura, but too close to the ropes. Nice swing neckbreaker there. Spikes him with a DDT at the 10-minute mark. Ventura's back to his feet first, though. I would think that the smaller Frightmare is going to have a heck of a time wearing down both Ventura and Slaughter to get on his level, so to speak. Hallowicked and Slaughter legal now. Nice kidney punch there by the former drill sergeant. Oh, step over to the face lock. Sergeant Slaughter with a submission display on today. Shades of Misawa with that one. A move he's used to tap out Jumbo Tsuruta. Not Slaughter, but Mitsuharu Misawa. And now into the Cobra Clutch, and that is it! Immediately! Sergeant Slaughter, center of the ring, almost single-handedly winning the tournament for his team. Well, all right then. There are your Holiday Hero Tournament champions. Just like that, in a rather disappointing main event, if I may be so bold. Sergeant and Jesse. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. There they are. Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura. They're your tournament winners. I'm just going to leave this up as I try to set up our tag team main event here. I'm just going to see if anybody's... I'm just trying to... Okay, yeah. So they do have partners? Both. They both have them? We have a new... Hang on, we have a whole new... Okay. I'm being told we have a new tag match to tell you about. So let me give me 1 second here. Okay. All right, now coming your way. As you know, hang on, let me see if I can do this. This is where things stood in that Santa Claus and the Grinch both lost their prospective tag team partners over the course of this evening. On their way to this tag team cage match main event, we have just discovered that both Santa Claus and the Grinch have enlisted the aid of some new partners. So we are now beyond thrilled to present to you Santa Claus and Mr. Hanky versus the Grinch and Krampus. Let's get down to the ring for our new cage match main event. First pinfall or submission wins. I think it's actually pinfall. First pinfall wins this one. It is pinfall only. Santa Claus and Mr. Hanky to defend Christmas against the Grinch and Krampus. Let's go. In this ridiculous Christmas Carnage main event. And for the final time, Mankind calls for the bell, and we are underway. Krampus immediately busting out a fork and busting open Santa Claus with the opening maneuver of the matchup. A reminder that this is pinfall only. You cannot escape the cage. You see some weaponry inside the cage that you can use. I don't think you're going to get much use out of that fluorescent light tube. Hang on, Santa Claus just rolling Krampus up like a carpet here, like a bearskin rug. Sergeant Slaughter was in the Super Mario cartoon show? I didn't know that. I know he was in G.I. Joe. A figure four now being applied to Mr. Hanky, despite the fact that they don't have any visible legs. Oh, into the armbar though. Again, pinfall only, as you see a dangerous iron claw attack there by Krampus. Mr. Hanky into the airplane spin on the Grinch. Any blood you see on the canvas is solely from Santa Claus. Hang on, quick pin attempt there, but the Grinch thwarted at only a 1 count. Oh no! Oh, double team powerbomb onto Mr. Hanky. Grinch going up top. Can't follow through. As you see Santa and Krampus pairing off. Raking the eyes across the ropes is jolly old Saint Nick before dropping the fist to Krampus. And another figure four to Mr. Hanky again, despite visibly not having legs. Oh man, I can't wait till they bust Mr. Hanky open. Bow and arrow submission. Pinfall only in this tag team cage match main event. So thankful you've been with us for Christmas Carnage. As we saw the Veterans Day team of Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura win a one-night tournament to be the Holiday Heroes. And we saw Darby Allin win a four-way elimination match to be crowned the #1 contender for the GWA Jr Championship. They'll be facing Ilya Dragunov at a future GWA event. And we cap things off with this, your main event. Santa and Mr. Hanky against the Grinch and Krampus. The tag team cage match battle for Christmas. Here in the main event of Christmas Carnage. A low blow there to Mr. Hanky, but again, I guess technically you can just knee him in the nub there. Moonsault pin by Hanky on the Grinch. Broken up at 1 by Krampus with that barbed wire bat. Krampus right at home here in this weapon-filled cage. Has been having a great time wailing on Santa for most of this matchup. Hang on, Mr. Hanky with the pin attempt. No! Double pin, 1 for each team. Double kick outs at 2. That yelling from Mr. Hanky. I guess they tried to go like, well, howdy ho. Double powerbomb into the cover on Santa, but he escapes. Oh no, Krampus is busted wide open thanks to Mr. Hanky and his fork. Santa's feeling the worst for wear here. It's been a rough 8 minutes, and now a sickle across the brow of Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky also busted open, but you can't quite tell. Choke, just trying to choke the life out of Mr. Hanky as Krampus. Santa able to fight off both of his opponents. Mr. Hanky now with the barbed wire bat to the back of the head of the Grinch. Oh, and 1 to the front. Just wearing him out. Nice double drop kick there. 2 legs from Santa and 1 poop log from Mr. Hanky, who just got suplexed. Up goes the Grinch. Drops the big elbow on Hanky. As we pass the 10-minute mark, as everyone's stuck in the western corner here. Krampus sent off the ropes. Mr. Hanky in pursuit with that barbed wire bat. Oh, complete shot by Santa to the Grinch, meanwhile. Santa started to fight back. Nice suplex. Mr. Hanky missing a complete shot variation of his own. Gets forked for his trouble. Krampus trying to break him up. Get him down the John. Rolls up Grinch. Santa rolls up Grinch. And only a 2. Oh, Fisherman Buster by Santa. Hanky's got a steel chair for Krampus. Can't use it. 3 out of the 4 competitors in this matchup busted wide open. Krampus with the big power slam on Santa. Santa escapes. Airplane spin now. To the Grinch by Mr. Hanky. Krampus planted with that DDT from Santa. Grinch going up top. Drops the big elbow to Hanky. Praying headbutt off the top by Hanky to the Grinch. Krampus gets thrown into the corner. Santa just catching his breath as best he can before once again having to fight that beast with his sickle. Spikes the Grinch with a huge DDT to Mr. Hanky. Hanky's got to help his friend here. Oh, Santa escapes on his own. That was almost it. Grinch going up top. Big top rope elbow to the small of the back. Krampus with the power slam on Hanky. Oh no! Krampus and the Grinch win! Running power slam onto the chair. Mr. Hanky pinned. Oh well. What are you gonna do? I don't book the matches. I don't book the finishes, I should say. I just book the matches. Krampus and Mr. Hanky. See, the two people that weren't originally involved in the match were involved in the finish. All right then. I accept it. There we go. The end of your main event. The avalanche hold power slam by Krampus, squashing Mr. Hanky onto that steel chair and into his own furry chest for the 1, 2, 3. Let me go ahead and hit this fancified button. Hiya! Get my big dumb face front and center. So I can thank everybody for watching, no matter where when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. And if you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. Don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We are going to be back on the air Monday, January 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to start a new game and a whole new year of streaming. And don't forget, you've got one last chance to be on our Discord server tomorrow, Christmas Eve, at 6 p.m. Eastern, as we present Have Yourself a Gnarly Little Christmas 2. Go ahead and type !DC to get involved with a little Discord invite, or you can hit me up on my socials. You can see my name on the side of the screen there. Everywhere that I am Rad Gnarly 42. All right, until next year, that's all for me. TTFN, let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of this joint for the last time. There we go. Vert was nice enough to subscribe to us earlier, so let's go raid Vert on our way out. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas to those that celebrate, and I hope everyone has a lovely end of year, and I hope to see all y'all in January. All right, ta-ta for now. Bye.